Merp. Merp. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Children of Rath. Carrie's, or Mads, is technically here. She's just darked out for various reasons. And she has it since she's darked out, so it doesn't. I don't have to play with the cameras. She's very nice.
She's invisible.
That's what I do that every time because I don't want you to have to fuck with the cameras.
Yes. So instead of just like the Discord image, it's darkness.
I can find a picture and tape it to my camera.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
It'd be really out of focus.
It would be very out of focus.
I can manually focus my camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. We have the same camera.
I know. I bought you that camera.
No, I appreciate it.
So, yeah, if you remember last time, amazing and fantastic terrible things happened. The team had a little argument about various things, and, you know, there was some tension. Kaz met a witch and gave some blood for some information that he could possibly use. You know, the usual. And the resolution of the end of the wedding party happened. So, yes. You also brought the college in to get rid of some of your horrible things that are in your household and put them somewhere that hopefully they'll be safer. And to clean up the mess of the robbed room of various Phyrexian items. Good times.
Not really. Bad times.
You're fine.
Bad times at Ridgemont High.
Bad times at the Talarian Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Bad times while Carrie was high?
Mm-hmm.
Only good things have happened while Carrie's been high.
Yeah, only good things.
No, she was kidnapped all the time.
Only good things for me. Only good things for me.
It was an attempted kidnapping, and that was while we were buying drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie wasn't high yet.
See, like...
Technically she was, because she's always high, but that's beside the point.
But it's when Carrie gets high, good things happen for me. Thank you very much.
Okay, what
Not
about
necessarily for you?
Being extra demony now?
That's pretty just cool. That's just cool.
I can fly, so I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
At least like 20% hotter too.
Mm-hmm.
At least 20%, yeah.
You have learned that you can take some drugs and talk to either your mom or your grandfather.
We're hoping for the mom.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be the grandfather.
You don't know. You're aiming.
With her luck.
I think that's the major things that kind of occurred. Am I forgetting anything? Does anybody remember?
No, that's pretty much it.
And blood for the blood god, and...
Slith the Carthel King got drunk.
Yes. Slith the Carthel King got drunk. On one of those, like, giant, like, room barrels of, like, ale. Apparently, the Kraken can't hold its liquor.
Hey, at least it wasn't with the love potion.
That's true.
Oh god, a horny Kraken. Ugh.
We aren't going all hentai on people now.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. So...
Yeah, not my first choice.
No Kraken orgies, please.
Old words from the person who once said hentai gigachads.
Wasn't me. That was the other one.
Was it Corey? I could have sworn that was you.
No, it was Corey. I just put the quote in.
So yes.
Eldrazi, you know.
So a lot of interesting things have happened over the last couple of days, you know? Maxwell had a very pleasant dream? He thinks it's a dream, but he shouldn't have a dream, which is weird. Maybe hallucination?
I had a dream.
How's the wife, Maxwell?
Oh, that's right. I'm married.
That's how all this mess started.
I can't quite say. I haven't been with her for a bit. I can only assume that she's fine.
Do that. That's your wife.
No, I just had something else I wanted to check on, and I couldn't really sleep given the events that happened before.
Getting the bracelets just makes me think of the code heads, though, and the rings.
You lost me on that one.
Yeah, I've never seen the Coneheads in my life.
They have rings they put on their cones, and they can feel each other.
Weird.
So basically, Demolition Man?
Kind of. Yeah.
Demolition Man would have been a better reference, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. But it was rings and bracelets, they kind of go.
No. No, they
They're
don't.
both similar.
Uh-huh. So were the things from Demolition Man.
I wasn't thinking about them. Coneheads came in my mind.
The Coneheads always come to your mind. Anyway.
That's Snarful the Garthok.
Exactly. So yeah, so we left off with a lot of little things happen, and Kaz is now very unconscious. And you've got some help from people to make sure, yeah, he's not dead.
Just unconscious.
Just unconscious. From severe
Just
blood loss.
unconscious.
Y'all have fun while Kazran takes a forced rest.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Carrie bring Kaz in the house unconscious.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Nope.
I'm just gonna put him in his bed and like keep watch to make sure no weird side effects like, you know, what happened to me happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And no, I am not telling anyone what we did.
Well, Radiant knows.
Of course Radiant knows.
Remember you had her
She was
watching?
there.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant always knows.
You could have avoided letting her know this time. You chose to have her there.
I think it was a good idea to have her there.
Also, she has an insane perception, but that's besides the point.
Look, we needed someone responsible, and normally Kaz is forced to be the responsible one, but Kaz can every once in a while, like every couple weeks, gets to make a bad decision.
Yeah.
Last time it was a weapon of mass destruction. This time, it was a blood pact.
Yeah. Eventually, Kaz, you will wake up, though. Feeling drained, obviously. Your wrist hurts like the Dickens. And you have an image of a place still, like, etched in your mind.
Oh.
Are you dead?
No. No, I'm alive. I feel like shit. I have a weird idea of a thing that I saw because of the witch. But I'm alive.
Oh, good. Okay, so I can go back to being mad at you. See you later.
Bye.
Alright. Carrie will wander off. I'm assuming everybody will return to your regular scheduled programming. Not to think of what things are in effect. Okay. 1, 2, 3 things. Which one do I do next? Maxwell. Eventually, though, Latula will come and find you. Maxwell, where have you been? I know I was pretty drunk. I'm sorry. It was such a special evening, and I shouldn't have drunk so much. I'm not normally such a lightweight.
Oh, no, if anything, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I got into a really big argument with one of my friends due to something I did, and I've been kind of not in the best frame of mind. Quite frankly, I felt embarrassed to even be around anyone.
Perhaps next time we have, like, a party or something, we limit the drinks. Maybe, you know, cut people off. I don't know. I feel like I like all of our friends, but some of them seem to have drinking problems.
Yeah, I agree. Doesn't help that the alcohol was a bit heavy compared to some of the other things that we've had.
Maybe lighter stuff too. Then just like ale or something. I doubt they drink so much to have themselves get all riley, but I mean, if you made the mistake too, it's good to own up to it. Well, I'm gonna go relax, but we should talk about, like, you look through our wedding gifts and such and figure out what we're doing with them and what the next plan is. And do you want some kind of getaway? I know we're both busy with classes and stuff, so it's kind of hard to. And we are planning that trip, but
I think it would definitely be fun to plan a getaway at the very least, even if it might be a little hard due to time constraints.
all right. So you'll have a chance to discuss that and figure it out. AKA, where do you want your effective honeymoon to be at?
Oh man, what are my options?
That's a good choice. Well, it depends on when you wait for. If you wait for Kaz to build a boat, pretty open-ended. If you don't, probably limited to, like, somewhere like the nearby region a lot more.
I'll wait for a boat. I'm not really in a rush for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If you want to take a few weeks off, you could definitely sail to, I mean, pretty far. There's a lot of places to sail to. What kind of
Any
place do you
tropical
want?
islands?
You're kind of on one already.
Any tropicaler islands?
Yes, there are tropicaler places.
Perhaps one that doesn't have a haunted mansion on it. It's more known for, like, peacefulness.
That's, well,
I know I'm asking for a lot.
You can go to the haunted island. No mansions on it, so no haunted mansions.
yes. Let's see here. I'm gonna break out the old Dominaria map and, like, kind of judge about, like, how, you know, you could travel south from Delaria West, deeper into the Spice Islands, maybe around where southern Ariona is, which is kind of equator-ish. So it's like you're like subtropical right now, I'd say. Like, you know, you're probably a little farther north, but, like, the island environments and the currents keep this area a little warmer than it should be normally, you know, for latitude. So it's kind of, you know, so you're kind of subtropical where you are now. But you're also northern Spice Islands. You could go southern Spice Islands, and that would be a little bit more tropical, or even south Arionis, even farther south than when you were at, which has some islands down there, which might be more tropical. A few of them do have habitation. That's relatively safe. It certainly is not what anyone would call a vacation spot, but if it's a place to get away, enjoy some nice, you know, tropical heat and stuff, enjoy, like, you know, a nice place, there it is.
Where
Like,
does Latula want to go?
hmm.
Because I'd rather do that, honestly. If that's a choice.
Where would she want to go? Yeah, let's see here.
I assume somewhere underwater, maybe.
Under the sea.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. No, it's not. That's... Sorry, I'm trying to look up something here. Because I'm trying to figure out if that is a place you might want to go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool, I found the location I was looking for. I mean, like, there's not, like, a lot of places that she probably really wants to go to, in particular. Like, she wouldn't mind... she's probably someplace that, like, would maybe have water and certainly have, like, some interesting surface things, because she's been enjoying, like, checking out the surface. Within
Is there a beach town?
Probably. There's plenty of beach towns. There's a lot of island nations around here.
Let's do that. Let's go surfing.
Yeah, as I said, going south to the Spice Isles is your best bet. Like, if you were just getting away, you could probably get to places like Greater Vindeth and New Argive very easily when Kaz has done his boat. So you'll plan for that. So that's going to be a little later in the timeline. Now we'll kind of switch to Carrie. At one point in time, the witch will approach you and say, "Harry, dear." Or, like, when you come in, she'll kind of approach you. "I believe I've finished the concoction we were talking about. If you wish to use it."
Can you give me, like, 5 minutes to go get 1 or 2 friends to make sure, you know, I don't, like, die?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna run, and first I'm gonna grab Kaz.
Mm-hmm.
Because, science bros.
Mm-hmm. It's probably been a few weeks. It's probably been a few weeks, too, then, also.
Yeah, so, probably no longer mad at Kaz.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And then I'll probably go grab Radiant to at least stand outside just in case.
Okay.
But then I'll just go back and be like, alright, let's go, spirit visions. God, I hope I don't meet my grandfather.
Carrie, I should ask, because of what happened last time, contingency should something happen. What do you want us to do?
Like, if I die, or just, like, if I go
you know,
crazy?
Yeah, like start wigging out, do weird shit.
Knock me the fuck out.
Knock you out, okay. You don't want us to go, like, try to grab anyone else or anything, just us?
No, I'd say just knock me out, and if I wake up and I'm still crazy, figure it out from there. Worst case scenario, you kill me, but,
It'll probably be like when you got possessed by the weird jellyfish thing and we just tied you to a bed.
it's not the first time I've woken up tied to a bed.
Yeah, I know.
It was not the most fun one, but...
All right. So you'll be given like this, this like kind of bowl of this kind of brownish red, very viscous, thick liquid. There's definitely like, you know, it kind of bubbles a little bit, and you swear there might be chunks in there because it doesn't look like it, or either that or it just keeps weird shapes when it kind of jostles a little bit. So like, and the witch will kind of approach you and be like, "Now, Carrie, you must be careful. Diving into one's mind, as I've warned you before, is dangerous. I have merely allowed you to open up to it. What you find there is not up for me. It's more up for you."
Can't be the most dangerous thing I've done. I did take experimental drugs and became much more of a demon, so there's that. Bottoms up. Just gonna drink it as fast as possible, because it's probably gross.
Oh, yeah. Give me a Constitution save, please.
Constitution save?
Yep. Alright. You have an incredible gag reflex drinking this stuff. It is awful. It is just terrible, and your body obviously wants to reject it very quickly, but you manage to keep it down and, like, bottoms up it quite efficiently. Like, you just, like, you get it down, you can just feel, like, that gag reflex, but you fight back against it. You're like, nope, 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 get down there. Your mouth just is, like, awful. And, like, there's instantaneously an effect. Like, all of a sudden, it feels as though, like, you were hit in the head with something. So you're kind of dizzy, you kind of feel, like, a little lightheaded. You feel like you kind of have to, like, you know, like, sit down, you know, kind of relax. You're, like, just like, oh, God, whoa. Kaz, you'll notice that, like, there's, like, this milkiness coming over Carrie's eyes.
I'm literally taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is why I called Kaz.
No, I
Take
mean
a
on
note.
my phone. I'm taking notes.
Oh.
You'll see her, like, it seems as though, like, she'll kind of, like, tense up, and, like, kind of, as she kind of, like, had fallen into this chair, she's kind of, like, put her hands down into it, and you'll notice the kind of claws on her fingers are start digging into the chair, as she kind of, like, this kind of tensing up, as then she'll just kind of sit there in this, like, kind of just minute of tension. Carrie. Everything goes foggy at first, and it's like you are like a fog comes over you, like you lose sight of your vision, but slowly, like as you kind of begin to blink and try to like regain your vision, things kind of come back into a focus. You're in some kind of little field somewhere. It's oddly familiar. It feels maybe spring or summer. The sun's out. Birds and insects are all around. The grass itself is like it's a like a decent sized grass, maybe something that like you could lay down into, and you kind of hide yourself by laying down in it. So it's like maybe like a foot or two tall. And you're kind of like on like a little bit of a hill, and you were lying down here, which you didn't know you were lying down until you woke up lying down, which is weird.
Well, I'm definitely gonna sit up
Mm-hmm.
because it's already disorienting enough. Is there anyone here, or is it just me?
Just seems to be you in this area. Give me a perception check as you're kind of like looking around.
Not very good at that one.
Okay.
Average.
You look around for a little while, you don't really see anything, and then you think you hear something far in the distance. You can't quite make it out. It kind of echoes in the distance, like some kind of like, it's like someone calling something.
I guess I'll go towards it.
Okay. You kind of move towards it, and as you're kind of thinking about this, like there's just something familiar about all of this. It's just a little bit of familiarness. You can't quite place it though. And then as you're getting a little closer, you kind of can hear it in the distance that Carrie, very lightly, in a fairly familiar voice.
Just gonna keep walking towards it, kind of cautiously now.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, you feel as though you're not making as much stride in your walking. And the grass seems closer. That's weird. Maybe it got taller.
Or maybe I got shorter. I'm gonna look down.
You are very much shorter. Though, you seem like you look at your hands, you look like child hands, except there's something odd about it. You're still demon-y. As if you were a child version of your adult demon form. Half-demon form.
I guess I'll just stop at that point and kind of just call out, like, is someone there?
Carrie, it's time to come home. Carrie, your brother's already here. You might be like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'll keep going towards the voice.
A small, welcoming cottage eventually kind of comes into view. The door open, and you can hear some noise inside. You can see some smoke coming from the chimney, as something's probably cooking over the fire. Carrie, come in. It's almost dinner time.
guess I'll just go in at this point, because why not?
As you approach the door, it will slam in your face.
Aw.
No, 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 little one. As this kind of figure, this man dressed in all black, kind of pointy nose, sharp eyes, will slam the door and kind of like look down in your face. It's not the right time for this all. Who said you could visit dear old Mum? So nice of you to come back after all this time. As now, like, all around you, like, everything kind of turns black and dark. The plants just blacken. The building itself, like, you could just see, like, almost this, like, haze come over it that you were approaching. The sky just kind of darkens.
Oh, great. Yep, you know, should have thought that.
That I would let you trounce in here and reconnect with it? Seems as though you've learned a little bit about our history, our bloodline. Fascinating. I'm so glad about it. I can sense the growth in your power. If I were alive, you would have made a wonderful addition to my forces.
Yeah, sure. I'm completely sure that definitely would have happened, Grandfather.
Well, maybe it's not to say if I'm alive. So,
Why is it you? Why does it always have to be you?
because I'm the progenitor of us all. It's one of those things when you're the greatest power in all of your bloodline. It's kind of hard to get rid of you. Now, I didn't expect you to visit me the first time. A second time? Wow. It seems as though that you've got a unique gift. One that I haven't seen in a fellow demon in so long.
Yeah, part of that gift is just low impulse control and the need for more knowledge.
There are many lesser demons that would kill to have your ability. To summon forth an avatar of a greater demon in their bloodline, to allow this greater demon to give them advice, help. That's actually what I'm here for. It's why we exist.
What, just out of the kindness of your heart?
Kindness? No. You see, since I'm you, yet not you, I also know why you're here. At least part of the reason why you're here. You want to see the abyss. To travel through it. Touch other worlds. As I did. Dominaria is not the only place I've visited. I visited countless realms. This one was ripe for the taking when I found it. Weak, beaten down. It's unfortunate that it seems there were forces here much greater than I expected. And an old deal came back to bite me in the, well,
Are we gonna continue on with the double talk if you already know why I'm here?
I can teach you what you need to know. And I would teach you because it makes you more like me. Now I know for a fact that you resist the call. But once you see the abyss bask in its greatness, maybe then you'll change your mind. And maybe then we can talk more.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath, although I don't know if you can do that being an avatar in my head.
I'm merely just a echo.
Yeah.
I've been here
Obviously, no breath.
from the beginning, from your birth. I'm connected to all those that are of my bloodline. Granted, I think you're the only one that's been able to consult me and my essence. It's as if I don't exist until you're here. It's an interesting thing. But I understand where I am, and the fact that you should be thankful. If I were alive, or a fraction of me remained in a form, it'd be quite trouble. Granted, I already have sensed that the blade which claimed my soul has been broken. It means I might still be able to get free again. Not
God,
yet,
I hope
though.
not.
Not yet, though. I didn't think anyone would find the Black Blade. A legendary item. Fascinating. Regardless, though. Yes. How about we chat? I teach you. And if you behave yourself and stop giving me some attitude, maybe I'll do a little bit things for you. That door there. I can let you walk through it. She's here too. And maybe she wants to exist. Even the fraction of her that's left. Just like I do. I enjoy our conversations.
Fine. I'll behave.
Excellent. Now I know that you're not much one for taking over the Cabal. But I will tell you, there are a few items I left behind that are yours by birthright. Since you're the only one of my spawn that seems to have any sense. That's just a little bit of a gift. Because I find it interesting to find out what you do with that information. Those items could aid you in what I'm about to teach you. It's more than just traveling between the abyss. You have a weakness in you. But that weakness can be suppressed. Part of it already has been. Your transformation to something akin to both demon and human. What you're going to have to do to travel is suppress your human side completely. Because if you don't, well, the results could be very painful for you. The Abyss is not a place that bodes well to those of mortal variety. It requires specialized training. Things like necromancers, demonologists, those that walk between the realms. They learn tricks to do it. You, well, you're no necromancer. You're no demonologist. And I'm teaching you to walk. It's fairly easy. You already know that you can do it. You've sensed the demon deep within you. You merely have to let it out. The savagery, the anger, the bloodthirst, lust, desire, hatred, anger. All of those negative emotions that we feed upon. You feed upon them too. You live in them. Once you have embraced that, we can move on to step 2. So, he's just gonna like sit down and a chair will manifest behind him, and he'll sort of sit on it. Begin. Feel it in there. Maybe you need a target. He'll flick his fingers, and a version of Maxwell will appear.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's valid, though. Still kind of angry at Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll try to do what he says, especially centered on Maxwell, because still angry at him.
Okay.
It's a bad idea and you know it.
Oh, it's a horrible idea, but that's beside the point.
All right. I will need 2 saves from... Well, okay. So first off, I want you to roll me a Constitution save. Let's start with that. That's going to represent something, I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I'm going to need a Charisma check. Not a save, Charisma check. All right. I will now need a Wisdom save from you.
This is gonna go bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you can feel this overwhelming dark energy. This is something that you actually, like, you know you had actually tapped into a little bit of this with the witch. When she taught you to draw out black mana, it's the same thing. She said to you, you have an internal black mana that's part of your essence because of your demon side. So you're able to reach into it and feel it, and you know it's there. And you just kind of pull it forth as, like, this overwhelming, like, burning comes across all of you as, like, then this kind of black fire erupts from you. And you can just feel yourself different. The child that you had kind of become disappears. And in its place is a massive, probably 12-foot tall, demonic creature. In the real world...
Oh, good. Time to take notes again.
Mm-hmm. Carrie will actually, like, fall back from the chair and kind of struggle. As you see, like, this kind of strange rippling will go across her skin. The bones will kind of begin to, like, change and shift. Spines will grow and like across her, like, wings and stuff. As the wings will grow, and she'll begin to grow inside. Like, her horns will, like, grow more massive. As, like, this kind of, like, reaped black fire seems to start to drip off of her. And the witch will be like,
Is that bad?
Oh, I believe she's ascending into a full demon right now.
Okay, you can shut up. Radiant, is this bad?
Yes.
Okay, but I don't know how to stop it, and I don't think you do either.
No. As the
Let's
transformation kind of, like, comes to an end, there'll be this kind of growling. As, like, this, like, red, glowing-eyed Carrie will kind of turn towards you slowly, kind of snarling. Dripping almost like a spittle from her mouth that kind of drips down and then sets little bits of, like, kind of burns the cabin in the bottom. Like,
Carrie, are you in there?
I don't believe she's home right now.
Okay, again, please stop talking. Carrie.
It'll just kind of growl and kind of get down into, like, almost like a pouncing position. As you see the claws kind of reach the floor and just kind of drag across it, kind of making, like a sweep of, like, claw marks.
Okay.
You notice that Radiant's certainly tensed up. I'm gonna roll something, because two things are gonna happen. We'll start with, I'm just gonna roll this d20. Let's see what it is. A 10. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull out a Radiant sheet, because I need that. Let's see what she rolls, because she's gonna roll athletics. A 13. All right. Carrie leaps forward towards you, claws brandished. Radiant attempts to intercept her to stop her. Fails miserably. Let us see here. You will take a claw.
Oh, I'm taking.
Yeah, claw will swipe across you. You'll take 7 damage as it, like, kind of, like, scratch across one of your cheeks. As she'll kind of, like, scratch with the one, and then, like, Radiant's ability to, like, pull her back a little bit, she'll kind of scratch with the others. As Radiant's going to try to get into, like, a wrestling match with her, try to hold her still, but Radiant doesn't seem to be able to hold her. Radiant's pretty strong, but Carrie's pretty strong. Carrie's now a 12-foot tall demon.
Eh.
Okay, let me look at my spells.
Mm-hmm.
You have a spell that can hold demons.
No.
Old demon. Or even hold monster. I think I technically count at this point.
No. See, I can't. Most of the third level spells, I will never be using. Because I will only ever have 2 of them stocked, and that is Dispel Magic and Revivify, because those are the 2 most useful third level spells. Let me... I have a very dumb idea.
Mm-hmm.
Some ideas are the best ideas. I should know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, okay, see if we can maybe lead her outside. Which I know seems like a bad idea, but, like, better than keeping her inside.
Sure. Okay, so Radiant will kind of let go and kind of, I guess, try to goad her and run out the front door. I'm just gonna roll the d20 here again. Boop, boop. Oh, yeah, in anger, the creature kind of, like, the feral kind of demon's Radiant kind of snarls in a kind of growl. And there's kind of, like, just kind of, like, leaps forward, kind of, like, going out it. And then kind of just raises a hand as it comes wreathed in black flames. And then just tosses it at Radiant. Radiant needs to make a reflex save. Or dexterity save. Ooh. So that's a thing that's going to occur.
Radiant's just not rolling too high right now.
She will take 48 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna cast a spell, and I'd like Demon Carrion to make a con save.
As she just launched off something that you can see is akin to a fireball, but made of necrotic energy.
Please make a con save.
You can roll it, Carrie. I'm not gonna stop.
I can roll it, yay!
Yay.
Here's the problem. I'm really good at oh, yay!
Okay, you're levitating now, and you are 20 feet in the air. You cannot control your movement.
Okay.
I'm effectively holding Carrion up in the air.
Yeah.
Away from
she's definitely going to be, like, less focused and just kind of, like, lashing out now. And, like, you know, she'll throw out a few more of those energy balls, but they're going to go random directions and explode. Like, which you'll see, like, parts of the hedge maze just wither away to death as she just throws out this necrotic energy that just, you know, does terrible things. As she also is, like, screeching and, like, you know, struggling and doesn't know, like, really know what she's doing because she's floating in the air for a while.
Okay, so I can't hold her there forever. But I can hold her there for a period of time.
if she's mentally affected by something, maybe Maxwell. I don't know. I don't have anything to stop mental control.
I don't have it prepped.
I can fly and get him.
No,
she might be more angry, but anybody else we can think of that can help?
I know one person who's good at telepathy and and like mind things.
Who?
Or at least they'll only communicate telepathically, and is very big.
Slithna Carthel King?
Slithna Carthel King is, as far as I can tell, a slightly psionic kraken.
Yeah. Alright, do you have any way of contacting the Kraken?
I'd imagine so. We had some way to invite him to a wedding.
Well, I figured that's easy enough when you're at school.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell Radiant, look, Big Kraken stays around here, should be easy to find.
Okay,
Do any of us in the house hear anything going on outside?
oh yeah, you probably see this, like, massive, like, wreath of energy that seems to be coming up from the, hedge maze, this crackling noise too.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell for Max and say, "Outside now, hedge maze," and start running.
Okay. Radio's gonna run off. I'm gonna roll something and hope that I roll good enough for you. Because it's gonna take her a while. Now, she flies faster than you could get to school. Definitely. She's much faster than that. And Slither Carkle is very fast in the water. That's good for getting back here on time. Because what, you have 10 minutes?
I can cast it again.
And hope for the best. But it's going to take Radiant a d6 plus 8 minutes, I'm going to say, to get back. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to move Carrie and higher into the air so that you start gently floating down and I have time to cast it again.
Okay. You're not sure how long it's going to take her, but you know it's going to take her at least a while to get back, because you know even with her flying and Surfer Carter King's thing, it's still going to take her time to, because you're 20 minutes away from the school.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she still has to find him when she gets there.
Maxwell Claude,
Big.
you will arrive you see this horrible demonic monstrosity that looks kind of like Carrie is struggling in the air, snarling and growling, and it's now it moved on from throwing out those balls of energy to now it's wreathed itself in this kind of black flame, and it's just kind of snarling largely. It's kind of got this weird aura. It seems very upset.
This is
the
where is
hell
this located?
Outside the witch's hovel.
I look at Claude.
I'm looking at Kaz going, "What the hell is going on?"
Look, things are
Explain
happening right now.
yourself.
Things are happening right now, okay? I'm doing the best I can to contain the situation.
Did you talk to the witch?
Yes.
Why did you do that? You were mad at me the other day, and it's my turn to be mad at you.
No, look, yes, okay. Fair. I'm only here for damage control. That's why I was brought into this. And I'm
What?
controlling the damage as best as I can.
Was this a spell the witch cast?
It's a potion the witch made, and I think...
She just drank a potion from the crazy witch?
You ask me to explain, and then you keep interrupting me.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm just concerned for the well-being of my friend.
No, I understand. I'm also concerned for the well-being of my friend. This wasn't... Well, this kind of happened before. You remember, I brought you in later during this thing that had happened when Carrie turned into a more demonic person the first time after the drugs. So it's the same thing, but worse now. And so, I'm trying to keep the demon that is my best friend from killing me. It's not going great. I have her in the air, and Radiant is going to get a Kraken.
For what it's worth, I'm not mad. I'm just terrified.
Frustrated and yeah, no, I get it. It's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I try casting Dispel Magic on her as my first.
No.
No?
Because I'm doing magic right now, keeping her in the air.
I put my glowing hand back down.
It's oh.
What do you suggest we do? Try to bind her down more?
Do you think there's something mentally going on?
Maybe that might possibly be it.
What if we try to get Maxwell's ring on her?
You're welcome. Well, here's the thing about that ring, is you
will
need to
notice
spend...
I'm sorry to interrupt. You'll notice there's a horrible slash mark that still is kind of steaming with something on his face.
Mine?
Yeah.
So she has a lot of claws now.
Mm-hmm.
And also the ring, you have to sit with it for an hour for it to work. And we've got about 7 minutes before I have to cast the spell again, and then Carrie might break out, and that's bad.
What happened to your face?
I got attacked. It isn't doing progressive damage.
No, it cannot. It's basically that cannot be healed into a long rest. Healing magic will not work on it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
So,
we need to
You
knock
forget,
her out.
Carrie has embraced Greater Demon. She's effectively like a CR 15 thing right now. Or higher, actually, because she had law levels. I'm sorry, probably even higher than that. Belzenlock was probably around CR 20. She's probably just a few CR under him right now. Has a
Man,
lot
I'm
of
just doing what I
really
can.
awful abilities. And she hasn't been using them because she seems quite feral.
Kazran, should I use the hand to help bind her more?
Going to help.
I'm leaving my magic in your hands because I clearly can't do the right thing with it.
Okay, well, don't fucking guilt trip me like that. Here's what I'll say. Have it ready. Should I drop her?
Okay, I'll do that.
Should we try to knock her out?
She did request that. I don't know if I can. Like, I don't know if that's something that I have the capability to do.
Claude,
I
you
don't-
just see Claude go, okay. Giant form.
Okay. You're a big old
You're gonna
giant.
hit you're gonna hit your friend?
We can't leave her like this. We need to take care of it.
It was also requested, and also I hit my friends, so this is valid.
I just gotta do something real quick.
Mhm. Perception check?
Yep, the perceptions.
Mhm.
Eventually I'll roll.
No, man, yeah,
No,
you're
I won't. My perception's so good, y'all.
So I see we're choosing violence against her.
I would prefer not. She
Violent.
did, however, specifically request that should she start going insane, we try to knock her out. I don't know if I'm that capable of it. Again, mostly fire-based, is a demon. Claude, just do what you can.
Yes.
Claude, do you want me to help? I'm certain I have a few spells to help with that.
If you can, I'm just going to chuck rocks.
She is about 40 feet in the air.
Are there any boulders around here?
I have boulders.
Yeah, he summoned
I
with
come
boulders.
equipped with boulders.
He comes equipped with
I make
boulders.
them out of myself, technically.
Yes, they're part of him. He's just like, I have
I
boulders.
summoned Bigby's hand and grab one of the boulders to get ready to throw it right at her.
Okay.
I'm just putting in my altered stats real quick, so it's easier.
Yep.
10.
Do you have any pebbles I can grab?
There's probably plenty of pebbles around.
Okay, well I summoned my tiny hand to help with that.
Nah. It will. The tiny hand will not do any damage with pebble. It's 5 pounds of force with a pebble. It's just like, yeah. It's comically weak. Oh.
Okay, so do we need initiative or anything, or are we just
At the moment, no.
okay?
I
Got rid of my bad rolls at this
Mhm.
point.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ooh.
Rock.
Rock. So Rock goes flying at Carrie, and now she's not in a position where she can really easily defend herself, kind of squirming around. So it certainly will smack into her.
Can I throw something too?
Sure.
How does this work with the hand?
The hand has a thing for attacks.
I have clenched fist, but oh, that's a lot of text. Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Clenched fist would probably be a good idea.
Sure, I'll do that. Give her a good old punch in the nose like she did for me.
Sure.
Valid.
What do I roll for that? Or
That's a spell attack.
Yeah.
Uh,
Spell D, and it has a save DC 16.
That's for
The defender.
grasping hand
Oh, okay.
and forceful hand. But clenched fist,
Oh, yeah.
make a melee spell attack. So that's your charisma plus your proficiency. Plus, yes.
So
Just
that would be.
click on vicious no, not vicious mockery. You have spell attacks, right?
I don't know if she's...
I
he probably doesn't have it set up.
Yeah,
doesn't
given
have
how
it
little
set
I use it.
Mm-hmm. Just roll a d20 right now. We'll see what you get.
Okay.
Maybe we can add stuff to it, yeah.
What's your charisma modifier, by the by? Just so we can-
4?
4? Okay, yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, you rolled a
not-
5. Yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
5 plus 8, though. It's a 13. Carrie, how shitty is your armor class?
It's different right now, let me know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't
Probably
know.
amped up. Mm.
It is amped up, but she is kind of has, like, no kind of dexterity or anything like that right now, and that's kind of the only reason Claude hit her, because she's just floating around in the sky, squirming. Yeah, probably should have just given him advantage, actually. But I just had him hit her. Anyway, so Carrie
Is it too
is
late
going
for
to
bardic
look
inspiration?
incredibly angry. It is too late. You had to remember ahead of time.
Yeah.
She's going to scream. I would like all of you to make wisdom saving throws right now. Do any of you have any bonuses against fear-based effects?
No.
I don't think so. Unless my giant
Does-
form gives me something I don't know
It's
about.
just a
that-
giant. Nope. It's all about being strong.
Does counter charm help with that or no?
Not at the moment.
You said this was a wisdom. Oh fuck.
It was a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay. So, was that just a check or a save, actually?
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
it
just a check.
was-
You
That
need
was
to
just a
click
check.
save.
You
Yeah.
need to click your save.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me dummy.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like that.
Better. Okay.
That's
Significantly better.
Significantly better.
We take those.
So Maxwell, you are the only one that holds strong, while the other two of you are
I'm
frightened.
going to Flash of Genius myself.
Okay.
So that is now a 19.
Okay, then you're fine too. Claude, yeah, there's just something about her that just is unnerving. You are frightened right now. You will see that kind of weird black aura that was on her, like, as soon as she screams, just drop down quickly into the ground below her and kind of suffuse into it. And there's this kind of shaking and rumbling, and she's just kind of, like, snarling there. And you can notice that she seems to have noticed Maxwell now, and seems very, 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 even angrier than she was before. You don't have to make an insight roll to know that. As now, emerging from the ground, are countless zombified squirrels and rats.
Hell yeah! I love it. It's exactly what I do.
What?
The witch has been killing lots of tiny animals for her experiments over the years, and like just having their bodies outside, and all you know.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Now they're all zombified into, like, a lot of them.
Claude, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. Claude, pick me up.
Anyway, we'll go to break here, and as you roll initiative, because now it's all of you versus a lot of zombie rodents.
You want initiative before break or after?
Oh, after. We'll do it after. There's approximately, I don't know, like 100 of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I have a question once we go on break for that.
sure. So if you need a drink, snack, bathroom break, go ahead and do it. We'll be back in a minute.
Mew.
So, we return. And before we murder rats, let's turn back to Carrie in Dreamland. I mean, in Demonland.
Dreamin' Land.
Carrie, you feel different. You feel like something has been unleashed, like something's been released from you, like a tension has been released. There's just like you can just feel literal energy flowing through you. there's part of this entire thing that you can, like, feel as though, like, you can reach out and just touch things that are far away and, like, feel their essences, just, like... And even then, you could maybe just squish it if it opposes you. But it's not like that kind of, like, I feel that violence. It's just that kind of thing of, like, you know, you have the power over it, more than less. So not that you want to squish it, but the option is there to do what you want with that. To see the insects around and to feel them in their essence. You feel like this kind of, like, dark flow all around you, just kind of pulsating through the ground of this mental construct you're in. Very good. Step 1 complete. For step 2, well, it's going to require a little bit more work. More than just being yourself. Do you feel all the energy around you? You feel connected with it. It's a sense of life. In most cases, around nature, it's very simple. But around mortals, you begin to sense their negativity, their fear, their anger, their hatred, their sadness. All the things that empower us. You feel it. Because instinctually, you know how to draw it out. That sense is important. You see, there are many different layers to a world. There's the mana, which throws through it, oftentimes manifesting in realms as well springs and ley lines that can be sometimes tapped into. There's the realm itself, where mortals and creatures of mortality exist. There's the spiritual one, where the essences of hatred, love, all those emotions kind of coexist. What you need to tap into is the lifeblood of the planet, the plane of existence. Now, I'm sure you don't want to do anything quite violent to our home. As he kind of manifests, like the land around you kind of almost manifests this kind of like vein of energy leading to one spot. Like right now, as he kind of walks over to it. If I tapped into here, he kind of taps at it, you'll see like the ground kind of like blacken and like, you know, the plants there just wither and die. It leaves a scar. Not necessarily a thing you want to do. Kind of advertises the holes in the world. No. There's another way to do it. You see, it's a wellspring of life force. And it means life force. Now I know you're not the one to do the easy way of doing things. But this is the only way to get to the abyss. From the abyss, well, that's a different kind of thing. You could very easily, as he kind of moves a hand, and a bunch of peasant-looking people, like kind of like made of shadows, show up. They'll kind of like move a finger off a few worthless beings, as their like shadowy heads just fly off and dissipate. Or you could go the way that I know you'll most likely go, and one that worshippers of demonic forces often use these as gateways from the abyss. As then he manifests a shadow goat, and he goes, bah, off with its head. Now, for beings such as yourself, you'll probably need 10 creatures of moderate life force. 10 goats, if you're going to keep it simple, to open up an appropriate gateway to step into. There, you'll find yourself in the abyss, as it kind of moves his hands out, and the realm around you will change. It's best described as shadow and blackness. Once he goes there, it's warm to you. Like you're in a place that's just comfy and feels nice and is just the most comfortable place you could be. It just feels right to be there. It feels warm, inviting, pleasant, relaxing. Do you feel all of it around you? A manifestation of every realm's black mana, interconnected with the pain, hatred, and suffering of every living being on every plane. That is the abyss, an underlying realm in between realms. You can feel pure black mana over you at all times. It is wondrous. It's home. But home is a place of horrible beasts, shadows, and other demons. Creatures that are mindless, built of the hatred and manifestations of darkness that roam about. You are now a proud, grand demon. They will bow to you, every last one. Only another grand demon would dare oppose you here. Remember that. And be careful, should if anything seem uppity with you. It's because it's something that may pose a threat to you. This place here is connected to every last world. Now, if you stay here long enough, you can start to feel the fragments of it. Feel essences of creatures, their hatred and anger, and read snippets of where they're from. Perhaps a realm where gods rule the sands. A shadow of a realm overwrought by horrible monstrosities. A place where the darkness or the light rule. And when the darkness rules, the hatred and pain come out. There are many different realms. You'll begin to feel them out, understand them. You could also ask your witch friend. I'm sure she would want someone's blood. But be warned, I don't think she wants yours. The blood of the Queen of the Fays is not one to be trifled with. There's a reason I don't go to Shadowmoor. The bitch wouldn't want me there. There's only one ruler there. I don't know if she'd take kindly to you either. So you can see, countless realms. I could name dozens now. But it's much fun for you to discover. You could use the witch, or you could try to explore the abyss yourself. But once you feel those realms, once you know that they're there, you merely have to, well, get some volunteers from the locals. A few minor demons should suffice. Just tear them apart at the ripple and step on through. Sort of the reverse of entering. Because you're not going to have worshippers there that are going to draw you forth. You're going to force your way in. Granted, I did a little bit of both to enter Dominaria. Found a lesser demon being worshipped. Replaced him. Forcefully. Killed a couple of his friends. And waited for his servants to do their ritual. Made it easier. For you see, you might have to slaughter at least half a dozen demons in order to gain entry to a plane. Lessons. There should be no trouble for you in your current form. Well, the basics of our lessons are over. So, you've listened well. The attitude, well, I can sense it deep in you. But at least you haven't displayed it. So, honey, Should I open the door? As a familiar-looking wooden door will materialize behind you. Let you go talk. I wouldn't interfere anymore. I've done my job. You're more like your old grandfather every day. A wry smile will come across his face.
Oh, God, I want to punch him so bad, but that wouldn't work.
Nope.
Is it some sort of trick?
No
You're
trick.
going to open the door and I see my mother splayed out, dead.
Why would I do that?
Because you like fucking with me?
I do. But I've already given you so much. That gives me so much. And it's going to be fun to see what happens. And I think you need some extra time here to spend with your mother and to get to know her. Know the kind of gifts that she got from me. Because there's plenty of them that she, well, did enjoy. A few she didn't. But that was out of anger, not out of love.
It's not gonna work, but can I go ahead and roll an insight?
Sure.
It's not gonna work. No.
Nope.
Yeah.
You do not realize that he probably wants to send you in there because it delays you longer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The problem is that Carrie doesn't trust him.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, her mother might not be too happy to see her, given that all the shit with the grandfather is going down. So
It's up to you, kid. You might not have another chance. I'm much more powerful. And when you reach out, you might only be talking to me. Tick-tock, tick-tock. You might run out of time, too. Who knows how long that witch's brew will keep you here, forcefully. Not that you couldn't find a way here otherwise, but it's a little bit more difficult on your own, isn't it? Involving opening your mind. You don't really need the chemicals. You know that. It's just a crutch you're giving yourself.
as are all of her drugs. I'm gonna do this for myself. I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw. If I get above a 15, she will say no.
Okay.
She will say yes.
He'll let you in through the door.
Your mom.
Okay. Back in the real world, I will need some initiatives rolled.
Let's fucking go.
I'm just going to use this giant metal man as a rat swarm.
Not bad for old Kazran.
Ooh.
Really bad for the robot. Oh, never mind. That's better. Okay. And now Maxwell.
We need a Maxwell.
Yeah. And not great for the Claude, but the Claude is a giant right now, so
Yes.
initiative is not exactly his thing.
Lee. He's muted. You're muted, Lee.
My bad. I thought I wasn't.
Ah.
Sorry, what was the question?
And roll
You need to
initiative.
roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, we finished up with Carrie. We're going back to you guys and the rats.
Ooh. Is my token on the board? Because I think I
It
need
is.
that.
It's over next to Claude's token. Pinged a couple of times there. Yeah, click on your token, click on the initiative, it should show up.
Hold on. Initiative's on character sheet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, near the top, right in the middle.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had a token on there already.
Gotta wait for it to load. Carrie sheet, top right, middle.
Delete that one.
There it
and bring
is.
back my.
What I get?
You got a
The
23.
fucking
Nice.
23, dude.
Damn, son. Does that mean I move first?
It does. Like, give me a second here. I'm gonna just try to like do a loose amalgam of kind of where things are. We'll say. So, I'm gonna use Alatar to represent Radiant. We got Kaz, who's like down here near a witch's door. We got Mega Claude. Let me draw Mega Claude over here with a Maxwell over here next to him, and then we got rats and rats and rats, and how about some rats right here too? Rats all over the place.
I don't like how close I am to the rats.
Well, I mean, they were technically summoned from around you, so I mean that makes sense. This map is not the right size or shape.
There are a lot of rats.
There we go.
Oh,
Hey, it almost worked to pop it up here on the
more
screen.
rats.
There,
That's not too bad.
there are 4 swarms of rats, but they are swarms of enhanced zombie rats. So meaning more hit points, more power, you know. But you know, they're 4 swarms.
Are they actually swarms?
They are actually swarms. Oh, that's right. There's also a couple more things I forgot.
How do swarms work in 5e?
Swarms have a single amount of hit points that represents effectively like group cohesion.
Okay, so you don't have to, but you don't have to actually use like.
Yeah.
Like in previous editions, you'd have to actually use like area effects to affect a swarm.
No, you just target the swarm with your attack.
Okay.
There's a couple of normal
That's what I wanted to
zombies
make
too,
sure.
and we'll put this thing right here and this thing right here because there's those two. Just some.
What the fuck are those?
Those are a type of devil.
What the shit, dog?
Yeah. Another ability of greater demons: summon lesser creatures. That was not how you spell devil. They would appear to have the stats of a bearded devil, I would say. Effectively, they're bearded devils. And there are 2
They have
of
like
those.
their own separate initiative, right? Them and the zombs.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to put some
Just wondering.
tokens over here as representative of them. I don't know which one of the rat swarms I should have had a representative of. Add turn. Add turn. Roll 2d20s. Zombie. Devil. Zombie got really good initiative. 13. Devil got really sucky initiative. That's probably good. 5. There you go. But this is
I do not
effectively...
like the amount of enemies we got here.
Yeah. This is what Carrie could summon to murder you. In Devil Carrie form. It's what was nearby. Anyway, Maxwell. There's a lot of horrible little things that have popped out of the ground.
There sure are. Claude, why do you have to be so close? How am I gonna thunder wave when you're right next to me, huh?
It's not omnidirectional. Is it?
Yeah, thunder wave.
Yeah, it comes
Yeah,
from me.
Around you.
Or yeah,
What's this little goblin looking thing 3 squares to the right of me?
That's
that's
this
skeleton.
one.
This
How do I
one?
ping on this? Yeah, that one. What is
That's
that?
That is a normal zombie.
Or zombie. Yeah, sorry.
How
It seems
far?
to be
come
of
on.
some. It seems to be of some young woman, probably, who's now zombified. Looks like her wrists have been slit open, and she's like, "Argh!" probably,
Yikes!
probably sacrificed to the witch by the old person that was in charge here, who did not use his own blood.
So I'm gonna cast haste on myself, as is the right thing to do for every first turn.
Yeah, sounds like a good way of doing things.
Okay. So
Okay.
I do that. I can still move, right?
You can still move.
Yes.
Do the effects of that kick in immediately?
They would kick in as soon as you're done casting it.
which is
Yeah.
this turn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna tumble. Can I like tumble my way back here?
You can definitely tumble your way over there.
Okay. All right. That's really all I can do, I guess.
Okay, everything's showing up on the screen.
Oh, actually.
Mhm.
No, never mind. Because I can't bardic inspiration for another thing. Never mind.
Bonus action. You've used a.
Yeah.
Oh no
Another
no!
one?
You used your tumble to bonus action.
Yeah,
You tumbled
yeah.
to bonus action. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. I
Taz.
Oh no. Okay. Just like with those fucked up tigers, I am going to rope trick.
Okay.
And I grab the rope
Mhm.
and get myself pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
Rope trick is not a concentration spell,
Mm-hmm.
so I can maintain my concentration on the levitating.
Yep.
And instead just go up. Probably just my movement if I had to guess how much the rope actually goes up by. So I will have the rope pull me up 30 feet.
Okay.
Actually, how high up is the witch's thing? Like the roof of the witch's thing?
Probably like, I'll say like 10, 15 feet up.
Okay, then I'll go 15 feet.
Okay.
Just so I'm next to the roof.
I think you have to just climb up normally from the reading
Well-
trip.
The rope can be pulled into the space.
Yes, but I think it means like physically you can pull it into the space.
Oh, then yeah, I climb up. I guess that's probably just half my movement, which is,
Yeah.
well,
So
15
maybe
feet.
15
so...
feet sounds wise then. You could just, climb up it. And I would say you definitely could at least pull it up enough that perhaps rat swarms could not climb onto it.
Great!
Mm-hmm. Just like, nope! You get up to the top because you only had it 15 feet up and you're like, nope. Alright.
And I
Some,
think, yeah, that's all.
that is Rubits. Skirtle. Skirtle. Well, we'll Skirtle over here. And
What is this
over here.
turtle?
Okay.
It's a Skirl's scurrying.
What is your AC right now, Joe?
It is 12.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of AC in this form. It's more...
No.
It's power, not defense. Okay, so you're gonna get swarmed. So 12...
Oh, actually, no. It is 13 technically because I forgot my AC is +1 at my level with level 7 Flowstone armor.
Good news, everybody! You're not hit once, but one of them is a critical.
Huh.
That's okay. I have a lot of hit points in this form.
The critical... do 25 damage to you.
Ooh.
Ow!
The rats
That
are
kind
gonna
of
begin,
makes
like...
up for the other guys not
You'll
hitting,
see the rats just begin to like move into your you're crawling over your leg and just digging into various places on it, and it's just like tearing you apart.
That is horrifying.
And the other does 10. As now you're actually being covered in rats. They're just trying to begin to crawl all over you. Oh yeah, Maxwell. You will also take. Let me attack you. I think. What's your AC?
Hold on. My thing is too small. 4.
I'm sorry to hear
My
that.
AC is 14.
14. Okay. Then
What? Jesus, we gotta get you better fucking armor.
I kind of assumed this is
You
just
will
part
be-
of the course as a bard.
You will be missed also. You can get some stuff for better armor, but you will be missed also.
Oh.
As the rats are still crawling all over you. You're just like you're brushing them from keeping them from getting deep into your clothes. You're just like, God damn it! God damn rats! Like one gets up like you're just like trying to get to your like chew on your like bony like neck or something. You're just like, God no. Normal zombies. They're easy to roll. They walk up and smack you. It's what zombies do. Actually, no, this one's like, ah, ah. This one's like trying to like, you know, like kind of like get up towards you and like wave its arms in the air towards you because it's probably been told to murder and you're technically the closest thing.
I am technically the closest thing. You
Yeah.
can't reach me, but I am the closest.
So let's see here. What do you get to attack, zombie? Maxwell will be missed, and Claude will be hit twice. For 2 and 7. The crapshoot.
Oh, but still, I'm getting really.
Yeah. Well, Claude, it's your turn.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will sword something.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll sword a rat swarm. 'cause
Remember,
that
you
was
have
hurting me very much.
disadvantage, yes, from being near Carrie. Though I have to note, you will probably still sword. Oh my god, the rat's AC and the zombies' AC is like nothing. All right, yes, you do indeed sward a swarm of rats for 28. You'll kind of smack into the rats, and a bunch of them will kind of like, as like they're down on your leg, you're gonna like bring your sword down and kind of like swing it across your leg, kind of like cleaving a bunch of them off, kind of landing down into the group after that, and a bunch of them will kind of like cleave away.
And then I will try to bolts from the grave the rat swarm too.
Okay.
So 13.
13 will hit a rat swarm. 21.
21.
Good damage. Okay, I don't know if this is the one that needs to be deleted, but it gets eliminated. Your bolts will kind of like fly out. The energy bolts will kind of come down and like finish off the last bit of rats that were on your leg there. The one that we were like tearing it apart. You know, like ah, god damn, ah.
Don't like those.
Okay. Devils. He's gonna move up to you. Let's see here. You're still inside there, right?
Hmm?
You're still visible, right?
I am still visible, yes.
Alright, well, whamp. This little guy will, like, summon some fire and chuck it at you.
Jaboy's got an armor class of 19.
He rolled a 2. I rolled a 2. I didn't say I didn't even ask for AC when I rolled the 2. I'm like, okay.
I know. I just wanted to brag.
Yeah. He chucked fire at you, missed. This other guy's gonna come up and he's gonna try to hit you with a weapon. He certainly will. You will take 6 or 3 and 1 fire.
Who?
You,
Me?
Claude. Yeah. The other.
You just
like,
said he comes up and hits you. I'm
yeah,
like,
I'm sorry. I mean Claude, because I moved the other one up to you. The other one will move up to you and kind of hit you with like a sword that's gonna be wreathed in flames. Where the other hand has got like a little fireball thing in it. It looks like, so they got like a sword in one hand and a fireball, and the other one just launched some of the fireball out, and it looks like it like comes back after it launches it. So effectively, he can use like what is it? The cantrip. That's a fire one.
Gotcha.
Firebolt.
Yeah, he can use
Firebolt,
firebolt. Yeah, so he's got flaming longsword in one hand and firebolt in the other hand. Yeah, so
This is a zombie?
no, these are
No,
devils. These are
the devil.
devils. We're minor.
You summoned some devils. As
We're like
well.
minor demons, effectively.
Minor
Oh
devils.
boy.
Yeah. Maxwell. You're covered in rats, technically, and they got a zombie up at you.
I think... Oh, man. What is... This thing right here, is that the rat?
Yeah, that's rats.
Those are
Swarm
rats.
of them.
Yep.
There's like... Oh, man, there's so many enemies on the right of poor Claude.
Claude's
Yes.
big, and it's easy for them to surround him.
What? This is a zombie near Kaz?
There's a zombie and
There's
a devil.
a zombie and a devil.
This thing here is Carrie. Just to know that. That's where she's floating in the air right now.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. So the only one that's affected by Carrie's fear aura right now is Claude. So Claude can't get closer to Carrie. He can back away, but can't get closer. The rest of you are...
I'm gonna shatter the 3 goobers near Claude, but in a manner that won't hurt him.
You mean like these 3 over here?
Yeah.
I think.
Am I able to do that?
Maybe. You might not be able to get all 3 just because of the nature of It's a 10-foot radius sphere. Yeah, you can probably get 2, but not 3. I wouldn't think because it's a sphere.
Which? I wonder.
I'm
man,
not
I really
as much concerned about the devils as I am the swarm.
Yeah.
And because that thing hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna shatter the swarm and I guess the Zambi.
Okay.
Let me. Actually, wait. I can do this at a higher level, right?
If you put it here, you probably hit the swarm, the zombie, and the devil.
What we're saying is 10-foot radius sphere because I don't think you.
I'll just get these 2.
It's like
10-foot radius. That's 20-foot diameter.
yes, but I mean like without hitting Claude is what it is. Is you wanted to do. And I think anything that would get both of them would also hit Claude is the unfortunate thing, is what I'm saying. Probably. Just from how they do the, like, little... I don't know if they got them in here. Little areas where you can look up the areas effects of things. Okay. Let's roll for Swarm. Roll D20. Swarm will most definitely fail. Zombie will most definitely fail. So 8 damage to each of them.
Sweet. And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration on Claude. Make sure to use it.
Okay. Kaz.
Yo.
There's this like tiny like kind of black fiendish thing kind of looking up at you going
God, you're worse at laughing than the witch, and that's saying something. Okay. Thank you for that.
Just drop a turret on its head.
I'm not gonna drop a turret on its head because I can't drop turrets. I have to put them on something. But that is why I made sure I was next to the witch's roof. I'm going to place a flamethrower. And then I'm going to climb up more. So I'm 30 feet in the air now.
I'm just gonna use homunculus as a thing there.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. That's the flamethrower.
You're putting it on the witch's house, or where are you putting it?
On the roof.
Okay, so
angled down.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's where that's about right there.
Okay, I'm gonna. Weird, for some reason I can't control that one.
Maybe because he pulled it out and you didn't.
Yeah, maybe. Let me try. Yeah, now I can control it.
Okay.
I'm angling it like it's not letting me angle it very well. Pointing effectively. Fuck me, hang on, no snapping. Nope, fuck snapping. Like that. I know that the devil's likely resistant to fire, but...
Okay.
Swarm's not.
Nope.
Swarm's not.
Okay.
So, make a dex save.
Okay, the devil will make it.
Okay, well, the devil takes half damage.
Yeah, devil take half damage.
Or quarter damage, as the case would probably be. Luckily, this is 16, so that's very easy to quarter. It's 4.
So 4. Let me check his hit points. Yeah, he takes some damage. Swarm took 16. So that'll be that. Health there. Okay, made note of it. As like the swarm seems to be like following this devil as if he's definitely like looking and he's like, that rope. It's not quite all the way up. Thinking about it.
I'm flipping off the devil as I pull the rope up after me.
Flipping off the devil.
Swarm, on top of your turret.
Shame.
Yeah. Okay. What's your turret's AC?
21.
Oh god.
It gets swarmed.
Oh no!
And then one on Claude. Yes. One on Claude. Yes. One on Maxwell. Yes. So everybody gets some swarm damage.
How much?
I'm just gonna roll once for so everybody will take no. I'll roll separately. Turtle will take 9. Claude will take 7, and then 1. Oh, sorry, that was a 1d6 and a 1d20. Okay, Turret will take 9, and then I'm not rolling correctly because I keep forgetting it redoes it when I roll it once. Claude will take 10 and 8, and Maxwell will take 10.
Ouch.
The turrets are very durable. So.
I'm down to 33.
Ouch!
How come I can't see your health bar, Joe?
Because he changed his token, and we haven't given the health bar to this version of the token.
Oh.
Give me a minute.
Well, hey, if you sponge it, I can heal you because I can't heal myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm at 33 out of 99.
Zombie.
I'm at a third of my health.
Zombie.
There
Zombie.
you go.
Who are these guys attacking?
I mean, 1 on you and 2 on Claude.
And one that's just looking up at me.
Yeah, that's just
As
waiting.
if I am its god.
Yeah. Claude will take another 3. Get zombie. Claude, it's up to you then. You're up.
Remember my bardic inspiration.
Yes. Well, first swarm,
Mm-hmm.
because that thing has been killing the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Yes. Which swarm were you targeting? The one that's also on Maxwell, or the one that's so?
The one that he shattered.
Okay, so the one on your side. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Claude, if you die to a bunch of rats, I'm never going to let you live it down.
Is it still up?
Yes.
God damn. Okay, well,
Wait.
bolts from the grave it.
That math was not right. Sorry. I've got to redo some. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, sorry. That's the swarm. That's the swarm. I marked off the wrong hit points. Yeah. Go ahead and bolts from the grave. That will not hit.
I will use my bardic inspiration there,
Ooh, roll it.
which is what, a D10?
D10.
Yep.
You will hit it.
Maybe.
Roll the
That'll
damage.
hit.
Yeah. 14.
For a pitiful 14.
It still gets rid of that one.
That was 2 1s and a 6.
All right. 2 storms down. Let's see here. Boop. No. Boop. Yes. Oh. Claude, you'll take 9 and 5 fire, so another 14 as the devil hits you. The devil gets a really good hit on you, like with its long sword, dealing near max damage.
Yeah, I'm at 16 health now.
Maxwell, Claude's getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's giant bleeding all over you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I cast haste on you, would you want to run away your next turn, or do you want me to go violent to hurt these guys?
I would like you to heal me so I can keep going violent on these things. Because I do massive damage.
He does
know
do
what?
a
You're
lot
right.
of damage.
What do I have?
If you got like a cure wounds, you can cast at a higher level. I'd do it.
I have mass cure wounds, but that's all I got for that kind of spell.
No.
Yeah, mass just means it heals multiple people.
Yeah.
I
I can use healing word at a higher level,
Mass?
but that's
Yeah, that's not a lot. You can technically
Yeah.
use the mass and healing word. You can cast both of them to heal him up. The mass would still... It would heal him still 3d8 plus something. I mean, that's still a chunk of hit points, honestly.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, might as well, right? Maybe mass cure wounds. Let's do it.
Okay.
You can also heal yourself with that.
I'm an exception to that because I'm a skeleton.
Oh, that's right.
21.
Boom! Kiraga.
Kiraraga.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you feeling, Chief? Bardic Inspiration your ass, too.
I'm feeling better.
Better than he was. That's for sure. Kaz.
I'm back up to 37.
Okay.
Yeah,
Climb up 15 more feet. Cast Firebolt at. This is the downside of being fire-based. Red mana, you know? Yeah, Firebolt just at the swarm that's over here.
Okay.
Because y'all seem like you need some help.
Thank you.
Okay. There it is.
That'll definitely hit.
And that is 15 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have the turret start climbing down the side of the mansion because it has a climb speed. And it's still going to attempt to flamethrower the swarm and the devil.
Okay. It probably can if it like shoots straight up. It probably can, kind of thing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a complicated angle, but we're playing fast and loose with geometry here.
Sure.
Same shit. All right.
Okay. And okay. So the devil will take more damage than he was going to because he failed his save, while the swarm will make its, so we'll take less damage. All right. Swarm. One on turret. Nope. No. Claude, what was your AC?
13 at the moment.
You'll be missed.
Thank God.
Maxwell will not. Maxwell, you're going to be chewed on for 11.
Ouch.
Zombies. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Doesn't hit the turret. One on Maxwell, Claude. So it looks as though Maxwell and Claude will each be hit once. Maxwell will take another 4, Claude will take another 2. As you'll be zombied this time.
What you at, Claude?
I'm at 35.
Okay, so you're doing well. I'm getting close to your HP in terms of pain. If I go down, I can't help you anymore.
Y'all need to get on my level.
I wish I had a crazy turret to hit things.
It's great, dog.
Okay, so me. Well, I'm going to be smart this time. I'm going to longsword the demon.
Yeah.
It's up next.
You will hit it. Okay.
34 damage.
Holy crap.
Okay. Just...
And that one, oh, that one wasn't shattered.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check something here. I just need to check... Okay, gotcha. Okay, I got how much? That was not shattered, yeah, so... Gotcha. Okay.
It's still up.
Yes.
And then I'll try to bolts from the grave it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Got that bardic inspiration again. You were given another one.
Yeah, don't feel free to use it.
Do it. I doubt that'll hit.
12 will not hit.
Thing.
Is it close?
It was pretty close. It's a few off.
All right.
Bearded Devil, it's Bearded Devil stats, so it does not... I just changed its attacks. It does not... So it has a melee attack and a ranged attack. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to hit. Devil gonna chuck some fire at you, Kaz. He's gonna hit you with some fire.
Ah, beans.
I have to see. I think he's just got regular firebolt. I think that's a D10. All right, 5, and make a concentration check.
That's just a con save, isn't it?
I believe it's just a con save.
I need to get higher than 10. Huh. Oh, cool.
Okay, Kaz or Claude, you will not be hit by a sword. So, anyway, I'm gonna roll something here because I had rolled a dice in secret earlier because you were maybe outnumbered to give you something that would have been here if if they'd been here. Anyway, roll that there. Oh, I need a token. I have it on the board. Anyway,
Are we getting an angel?
no, you're gonna Wintress.
Or a Wintress?
Mm-hmm.
That's unexpected. I was expecting a robot, but a Wintress, I'll take it.
Yeah. She would have been like, "What's going on? Why Carrie's over there?" Anyway, I think I rolled a 3, so she's at an 8 initiative. So, whoops, that's not where that is. So she's kind of dead last, and you don't know about her yet.
No, the demons are dead last.
That's true. But she's okay. She's after you, but before the. Why is there a
Demon,
second zombie? Did I accidentally add a second one just now? I accidentally added the second one just now. I get it. Okay. Whoops. Because I had the zombie highlighted. That's why. Okay, Maxwell.
I will cast Heroism level 2 on myself and Claude.
Okay.
And I will Bardic Inspiration Claude once again.
Okay.
What does heroism do again?
I think it gives us temp HP.
Click on this.
Click on the spell.
Click on the spell.
Yeah, I'm trying to like scroll to it. I got a lot of spells.
Creatures immune to being frightened and gain temporary hit points.
Your fear effect is gone.
Yes.
Wait, what was your fear effect?
Afraid of carrion.
Afraid of carrion. So all of a sudden,
Is that giving you disadvantage this whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm an idiot. Okay, I should have cast that earlier.
Yeah. I honestly forgot you had it too. Anyway, so like all of a sudden you're filled with this heroics, and you can feel like the dread, gnawing fear that's been distracting you kind of moved away. And
Okay, what's your charisma mod?
4. So you gain 4 temporary hit
Gain
points
4 temp hit points.
at the start of each of your turns.
Nice.
How much was that? 4 and...
That'll be under your temporary hit points. You're not going to get them yet, Maxwell, because it's the start of your turns. But until the spell ends, that's what it's going to be. Kaz.
I'm in the hole.
Okay.
Oh, also, I didn't get to use my bonus action. If I haven't Bardic Inspiration, I wanted to
Yeah,
do
go
that
ahead.
for him
Go ahead.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so you've got... You've reached the hole.
I've reached the hole. I am staying just barely out of the hole so that I can cast spells.
Okay, then you will have cover. Helpful.
Yes, I do. How does that work again for cover?
It just increases your AC.
Advantage?
Yes,
No.
but what's the number of increasing
I think
my
it's
AC?
like 2 or something. It's not a lot.
Let me pull it up. Half cover is a +2 bonus. 3/4 cover is a +5 bonus.
I think it would probably be more half if you're actually going to be able to like target spells properly or something like that.
Fair enough. So that's my armor class is the same as my turrets. At a 21.
Okay.
Targeting, once again, that swarm of rats that is down by Claude and Maxwell. Firebolt.
Okay. That'll hit it.
For 15.
Okay.
Turret is going to move here.
Okay.
And flamethrower, the swarm, the devil, and the zombie.
I think it gets an attack from the zombie because it's leaving.
That's fine. The zombie sucks shit.
It did roll a 6.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Make that dex save.
Swarm, devil, zombie. So I think the swarm will make it. So the swarm will take half. 19. The devil will take half. Just because he does normally. The zombie will take full. Whoop, whoop. Okay, marked off. As your turret fights with these things. Swarm. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Eat, eat, eat. Crawl, crawl, crawl. No. Zombie. Zombie punch! Not... That's an attack damage.
Wait, the swarm on...
What's your towards AC?
21.
Okay, it'll miss.
Did the swarm on us die then?
Oh, no, I forgot the swarm on you guys. Yeah. Bite, 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 bite. Then Claude will get hit. I have to change stuff because... Sorry. I do have to change some stuff here. You'll take only 9 damage, as it seems like the swarm can bite less. Perhaps because when swarms get reduced below half hit points, they do less damage.
Carrie, and if you're in there, please stop these things.
Zombie, zombie, zombie. Maxwell being zombied.
That's a no on you not being in there.
2 damage to Maxwell. Claude.
I'm going to sword the devil again.
Okay.
Now I don't have disadvantage.
No, you don't. That'll hit. Okay.
Don't forget about your temp HP now.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the green box.
Okay.
And I guess it's still up.
Yep.
But you know what? I'm going to Bolts in the Grave the Swarm.
Okay. Nope. Bardic Inspiration you can use.
Yeah. I'm going to do that and hopefully get enough.
That'll be enough.
Nice.
Okay.
16.
Let's go.
Swarm's still up, but takes a good hit. I mean, I'm just gonna... Just roll some stuff that, like, murders things. Probably that. She probably would have Hunter's marked it. That'll hit. So that's be 9 and, like, a 6. So she'll do 15 to the zombie. I shall smash into it and cause it to slightly explode. Does she get multiple attacks at this level?
Yes, she does.
She does get extra attack, which means she'll attack a second time. And hit a zombie. And the zombie has to check something. And damage is taken. Check it. Okay. It gets smacked and it looks like it's about to fall, but it keeps moving.
Fuck.
It made it safe. Undead Fortitude. There you go. Okay. Devils. Some fire at Kazaran. No. A sword at Claude. Yes.
Yeah.
So it'll be 8. Oof. And 4. Fire. Okay. Max.
Ow. I am not looking great.
What's your HP?
He's at 18.
I'm at 18.
Yeah.
Do I get my temporary HP from heroism
You
for
do.
me?
You got 4.
Got 4?
Yeah.
Do I just bump up my 8 current hit
No,
points? or-
there's a section below there called temp hit points. You put 4 in.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
The
you.
thing
thank
is-
And those go away first.
Those are that's damage you take first, and the thing is, they don't stack. So it's like
Oh, they
every
don't?
turn you have 4 damage extra you could take with heroism. Not that it keeps building up. You have to think of it that way. So it's like
so if I cast another heroism, that wouldn't build on
No.
top
No.
of that? No. Okay.
That would.
and it's a concentration spell, and you can only have 1 concentration spell going at once.
So mine would have to end before recasting it?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, because if you concentrate on anything else,
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to use let me see. I'm gonna use Healing Word level 4 on you.
Okay.
Okay.
And does Bardic Inspiration, does that count as concentration? Probably not, right?
No.
It would be a bonus action though, and it's not concentration, so you couldn't give it to him again, unfortunately. But because
I can what?
you couldn't give it to him. Did you still have one, Claude, or did you use it this
No,
time?
I used it.
So yeah. So the thing is, Healing Word and Bardic Inspiration are both bonus actions, so you can only do one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Healing Word is more important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. In that case, I'll just cast level 3 Healing Word on him because I'd rather keep him healthy.
Okay.
Level 3 or level 4? You were saying?
4. My bad.
No.
Can I fix that by like rolling one more d4 or?
Or do you want him to just redo it because he meant to do it?
Because that's the normal Healing Word, and I don't know what he rolled for this. It's like 1
Well, that
times
was
2
done at-
d4.
That was done at 3rd level. If he just clicks it again and selects 4th level, then just use the new roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just click it again and do 4th level and just use the roll. Yeah, say that.
Okay.
Much better.
So 19.
Sweet.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. That
All right.
almost doubles what I had.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm trying to think.
you
What
got a
other
action.
actions do I have that I could do?
You could
You could do a full spell.
no,
I could do-
because he could do
No.
a cantrip because
Or
he just
cantrip.
used
Yeah,
a
you
full
can do
spell.
a cantrip.
You can do a cantrip, or you can try to like rapier something. There's
Yeah.
this zombie or these rats next to you. You could stab a bunch of rats.
Can I vicious mockery the rats?
I don't think they would understand your humor.
Yeah, I don't think anything except for the devil would be able to understand that. And the devil looks a little bit like dangerous. Also, you're not
I'd
sure.
viciously mock the devil.
Also, yeah, you don't know much about devil, so yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, you don't know anything about devil, so you don't know how it would
I'll
affect
just stab something in front of me.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Stab the swarm. It's taken a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've only ever done like one roll for a
It should
Like a
be on
weapon?
your sheet.
You should
under
have
your
a
hit points.
rapier.
it's
attack.
1d8 plus
Yep.
piercing.
Oh yeah, click on the rapier, the word rapier on in the
I
Roll20
did.
chat.
Yeah.
No, in the
over
Roll20
here.
chat. Yeah.
Where you rolled.
Yeah.
Over on the right side where it says rapier under the 18. Click on that.
Hey, you did 6 damage. With a mighty and powerful blow, Maxwell finishes off the 2 hit
Here's the
points.
last few rats.
The 2 hit
Shish
points
kebabbed him.
Because it totally had 2 hit points left after that bolts from the grave.
Well, that was very helpful because now I won't get swarmed. We won't get swarmed this round.
Yep, less damage to both of you. Kaz.
Okay, there are 3 zombies that I give a shit about. I don't give a shit about this one by my turret. The turret can handle itself very well. These other 3, I don't care for them. So, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
This is 3 rays of fire, 1 at each of them.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Which
Uh,
of those hit?
Let's see here. If we go it by initiative order, Swarm would hit, Zombie would hit.
Oh no, I'm targeting this zombie,
Mhm.
this zombie, and the zombie.
Oh, the 3 zombies over there? They all
Yeah.
hit.
Oh, they all hit.
They all hit.
Nice.
You know what Zombie's
Okay.
AC is? 8.
Excellent. This is going to be a lot of damage, so I'm
Mhm.
going to do some of the math for you.
Uh-huh.
So that's 9. Oh wait, hang on. 9. So 14 to the zombie on the far left.
Okay.
11 to the zombie in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what the far. 16 to the zombie on the far right.
Crap, you maxed out that.
It's still up.
The one on the far right.
Yeah, this one here.
Because it's dumb fucking undead resilience.
I rolled a 19, and I'm like, it's 5 plus
God
damage taken.
Damn it.
It's con
Okay.
save. It's just like, "Urgh, zombie. They're so hard to kill.
So
Stupid.
you're saying Claude needs to hit it with his...
Yes, it will implode because it can't. It would have to roll a 20. Thanks, Lightning.
And then the turret will flamethrower these 3 that have lined themselves up just so nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Caslin's also going to shout, "Hey, witch, I'm sorry about the fire," and then flamethrower.
Swarm.
You can't get out of the house if it is on
zombie.
fire.
It's a
Okay.
basement, I think. Yeah, there's a
Oh.
basement in the house.
It rolled a 1 on its save.
And then the turret's going to move here,
So 4
which does
damage
not
to
enact,
you.
does not incur
Mhm.
any attacks of opportunity.
Mhm. Chitter, 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 chitter. You said, what's your AC of your thing?
21.
Then it will hit.
Ah, shame.
Mm-hmm. Turret will take 10 damage.
That's not very fun, but fine.
How many hit points does that thing have anyway?
31 remaining.
Ooh, it's a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
Zombos. Let's see here. The 2 on Claude. Rah. So 1 hit on Claude and no hits on Maxwell. Claude will take a
wait,
whopping
actually-
2.
Sorry, that was actually 35. I forgot the turret's heal.
Yeah. Claude.
Okay. I am sorting this mofo here.
Okay.
Don't forget my last bardic inspiration.
I don't think he's gonna need it. He
No,
has.
you weren't able to give it last time.
Yeah, you healed
Oh,
him.
Yeah,
you're
you-
right. Yeah, because I did the heal. My
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah. But
Just
I
bring
don't
the
need
sword.
a lot to hit a
Yeah.
zombie.
Uh-huh. Okay, go ahead.
You rolled a 2.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh,
No.
God, only 14.
No. Well, dies. Even with
Okay,
only
go on.
14. Because...
And then I'm going to bolt from the grave the devil.
Okay.
No.
Nope. All right. Let's see here.
Waitress, get the devil. And you forgot to delete the zombie, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, so she's gonna move up, and she's gonna...
Oh, yeah, you haven't been using your robot, dude.
My robot dude?
Isn't he there? or
That's
no?
Carrie.
No, that's Carrie.
Oh, that's Carrie. That's right. That's why I was confused for a second.
Also, I have no control over Alatar.
Oh, yeah.
He's just a dude. He could show up or not show up.
He's just vibing, man.
Is it? I think it counts as magical. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, my sword's magical, too, by the way.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
If you didn't remember.
Mm-hmm. All right, the devil takes some good hits. Still standing. Bam. Okay, devil. This guy's gonna turn on a turret and sward him. Let's see what he gets plus. That might hit a twaret. In fact, hits a twaret. Your twaret resistant to fire at all?
Not as far as I know.
Alright. And it shall take 8 damage.
Okay.
The other one will continue to try to murder Claude. Because he senses weakness.
Oh, yeah, I have 4 temp.
Well, now you have 11 less. So 7 less. Because your temp blocked it.
I'm down to 28.
Alright. I'm going to roll something now because it's important. Alright. Hey. Over here. This thing here. Make a... God. Intelligence saves, please, Kazarin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. You feel all of a sudden very.
I'm gonna flash
awful.
of genius again. I gotta do this.
What's that give you?
That bumps it up to an unnatural 20.
Okay. Then you feel horrible amounts of dark energy rip off into your body. And you feel your brain kind of like hurt for a second, but you're like, oh god, but you're like, no, you use your flash of genius and you like keep yourself in check. You're like, oh god, what the hell was that?
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I remember Flash of Genius exists, y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right. Max.
What's your HP, Claude?
I'm at 28 at the moment.
I'm gonna cast another level 4 healing word on you.
Okay.
14, not bad. It keeps you alive. Keeps you alive.
That's it.
Oh no, you still have a full action because that's a bonus action.
It's
you're right.
You could stab, or if you have a.
Can I just stab this guy from here diagonally?
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to
yeah,
stab the shit out of him.
Feet.
All right, hold on. Let me do that then.
Yeah. Chances.
Yes, 4 damage.
Yikes on that a little bit.
4 damage to that Zombo. Gotcha. I mark off 4 damage to the Zombo. Alright.
And I'm at a lovely 42 now.
Yes.
Claude, if you can get over here, I might be able to heal you for an amount. Maybe not much, but it's something. Shit. Then I will. I don't have a spell slots to do too much, but I will firebolt the zombie that's diagonal of Claude.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
Okay. That's going to be 9 damage.
Okay.
Then bonus action, command my turret to again flame at the devil and the swarm.
Mm-hmm.
That damage sucks, but take what I can get.
Okay. Swarm takes some damage. Devil
And it will
takes
move here.
a pittance of damage. It counted
Like
as damage.
It's like 1
It
damage,
is
I'm guessing.
1 damage.
Ouch.
Nope on the swarm. Zombie to Claude. Zombie to Claude. Yes. Zombie to Maxwell. No. Claude will take 3 from your. I guess that's. You don't have temporary hit points back yet. So
Not at the moment, no.
So
I'll get them on my turn.
Well, now you would get them. Yeah.
Yes, so now I have 4. Doop. Okay. Well, I'm going to stab at the devil.
Okay. Twill hit.
For 25.
Okay. Blurg. Finishes that dude off.
Nice.
Mhm.
And then I'll bolts from the grave this zombie.
Mhm. Yes.
For 15.
It'll go from 2 hit points to 1.
I'll move up this way.
The zombies are so resilient. They're so fucking
I'm
resilient.
moving closer to you, Kaz.
Okay, I need to be able to touch you.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I'm tall enough. Oh wait, yeah, I should be.
I can just climb.
I would have to take an attack of opportunity from the zombie to actually get to where you are. I guess I can risk it. I have 4.
Oh, first one. Winters finishes this one off.
The zombie gets an attack of opportunity because I actually moved over to where Kaz is. Damn it.
Take another 4. There goes your temporary hit points.
It just took my temporary hit points away.
Yeah. Anyway, I just need to move you for a second to move Carrie out of the way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. All right. The last devil. Probably going to
attack me.
Probably going to attack you. I mean, the turret's been fun to attack, but it's just a turret. You know. The answer's yes.
Honestly, I would have attacked the turret. I'm planning on some shenanigans via turret.
Another 13 damage to you, Claude.
Ow.
The turret's just this little, like, robot, this weird thing. It's not fun. It's not screaming in pain. It doesn't bleed. There's no fun in that.
It probably bleeds pneumatic fluid.
Anyway, now I require everyone to give me a wisdom save.
Max and I are immune to fear.
This isn't fear.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I
keep rolling the not saving throw.
Never mind, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't do so hot. But I only get a +1.
Gotta look something up here. There it is. Okay. What was it supposed to be in? That's 3.5. That's not what I'm looking for.
I don't like how long this is taking for you to find the thing. It makes me nervous. Makes me feel like we're about to get fucked.
Little bit. I'll roll for Wintress too because she's getting affected by.
Chances your Google's on stream.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that I had the thing up, so I can't like switch to it. Oh, Wintress is gonna make it by far. But Kaz and Claude, you will both gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
No bueno.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As like black waves of energy emanate from Carrie. You know, just into people. Lee, like Maxwell, I think is technically immune. I don't think he can get. I don't think we decide what you can do for exhaustion or something too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out with me. Like,
I
guess I can.
I feel like I don't know enough about my character regarding exhaustion. I think I can't succumb to that by sleeping, but I would imagine if there's like some magic or external means, I can still fall victim to it.
I guess your turret would be immune.
Yeah.
Your turret's a robot. Wintress certainly made her save, and Maxwell, yeah, you made your save. I'll say too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like click on the description of the Eldritch Cannon because it's long, but part of it says immune to all conditions.
Okay. Well, Max, it's your turn. Like black energy will wave over everybody.
And it didn't affect us, right?
Didn't affect you. You can just see like it looks as though you can definitely see like for Claude and Kaz because you can kind of see them. It looks as though like some of their just energies just driven out. They look lethargic and like like as if they're like part of their like essence has been drained from their bodies. It's just like oh god, ugh.
I guess across the battlefield, I ask, "Are you guys okay?"
I think the answer is no.
My speech just halved. Okay, and disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration, this time on Wintress, because she's right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... what can I do at this point?
She'll say something about, thank you, poopy-headed skeleton, that was mean to Carrie.
That sounds about right. Are there devils still alive?
There's one devil still alive, a swarm, and a zombie.
Can I walk closer to the devil to attempt to hideous laughter it?
Sure.
Okay. How much movement speed do I get?
Your normal movement, like 30 at least. So I mean,
well, he's also hasted.
Haste was concentration. He switched.
Yeah, I lost it because I did heroism.
You could move to like here, which would be 10 feet away. I mean, you're not far. The thing is, you have range anyway.
Yeah, I want to try casting hideous laughter on this freak of nature.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll a d20 for it here. Let's see what I roll.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
It definitely made it. I don't even have to roll anything else.
It doesn't find your joke amusing.
Understandably so.
So yeah, it doesn't fall prone. It just like kind of snarls at you. Kaz, you feel awful as like the life was just drained out of you. Like just whatever that wave of energy was, it was bad.
Okay, Claude, reach your hand up. Just reach your hand up. I go down and I high five him for 3rd level cure wounds. That sucked.
Oof.
Well, that's still something.
I can't do much. It's all I can do. Now you should leave because I'm about to cause some explosions.
I take more attacks of opportunities than.
Wait. I'm also doing the turret or the turret sauce flamethrower.
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. I just want to make sure my turret is always doing things.
Okay. Devil takes a little bit of damage. Swarm is still standing. It's like getting strong now. I am so low hit points.
Idiots haven't been attacking the turret. It heals whenever it's not attacked.
I mean, they're not good at hitting it. They're
not.
These things are all mooks, you know.
And this is made out of metal.
So yeah, the swarm will. I think I rolled attacks. Turret will not be hit. Claude will be hit. It's certainly only going to be the 2d6. So 2 damage to Claude. Not a lot. Okay. Zombie at Wintress. Her AC is more than the zombie got to attack. That's done. Claude.
I am going to hit the devil with a sword.
Okay. You would have disadvantage right now, remember? So roll a second time, I'll just say.
No, that's for a 3rd level exhaustion. You get disadvantage on attack.
Oh, so it's just ability checks.
This is just ability checks.
Okay.
So no, I don't.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a different name.
So 30 damage to Devil Boy.
Yep. Okay.
Is he still up?
He is still standing. Doesn't look as nearly as well as he was a second ago.
And
he's only been slightly beaten up, but he's much more beat up than he was a second ago for sure.
What's the rat swarm looking at?
I mean, there's not as many rats left. A lot of them have died.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the rats.
Wait. Can you Eldritch? No, you can't.
Oh, not Eldritch Blast. Why am I saying Eldritch Blast? I meant Bolts in the Grave.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Bolts in the Grave, yeah.
That's what I meant.
You'll hit the rats. Do you do 2 damage? You do.
I do 20.
Damn.
The rats only survived the turret because they made their save there at the end. That's why I was like, great. They made their save again.
Oh, yeah, and I have
Those rats were the freaking, like, tankiest rats ever. They kept making their saves against fire. Just complete all those because they're gone from the initiative then, too.
I have 4 10.
All right. Okay. Wintress is gonna attack this zombie.
At least there's not much left.
Boom, boom. It makes a save. It fails that save. It would have made the second one, probably, but it failed the first one. So, zombie's dead. No more zombies.
So there's just the devil.
Devil's just gonna swing at Claude.
It's in the details.
Hey, it hit Claude. It feels satisfied that it did some more damage to you. 4 physical, 4 fire.
So I take 4.
Yep. Okay.
Claude, trust me, just everyone clear away from the turret. It's gonna be fun.
I go after you, so...
Oh, that's true. In
And
that case,
also-
I'm very sorry for what's going to happen.
The devil's is pretty damaged. I don't think you need to explode your turret if that's what you're planning.
I am planning on exploding the turret.
Please do not. You'll probably do more damage to me than the devil.
Fine, I won't explode the turret.
Let's see here. Post Devil. What is
I
it?
didn't-
Can't you
Why not?
disengage as a bonus action?
Oh yeah, I could have. I didn't think about it.
You're a rogue, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll do that. We'll just womp,
But I
womp.
haven't done that. Is the
Womp.
problem.
What was your AC, Maxwell?
It was either 13 or 14. 14.
Who's hitting him?
You'll
Who
just
is
see
hitting
Carrie,
me?
who's now like Carrion has become hyper focused on Maxwell. Will kind of whip her wings, and you'll see a number of spines come out from the edges of the wings and fly into Maxwell.
Uh-oh.
2 of them will hit. For 17 and 17.
I'm at death's door. I'm
It's just
getting
like
close
these 2
to it.
spikes will just kind of launch into those. As you'll notice
What are
that
you
it seems
down
like it
to?
has less spikes on her shoulders then. Anyway,
Oh boy.
Maxwell, it's
I'm
your
at 12.
turn.
I cast haste.
Uh-huh.
So you lose
I-
the arrows. Okay.
Run as. Oh, actually. Oh, you're right. Hold on. So I would have lost 4 there.
Yeah, we wouldn't be getting the temp anymore.
What was my HP at? Was it 43?
Well, no, you'd have to make a con save anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Would I? Why?
Because
Concentration.
concentration. You'd have to make 2 con saves,
Oh,
DC
yeah, to see if you
17.
kept it.
You kept your spell anyway. You might have lost it.
So what am I doing? I still lose
Roll
17?
Constitution.
Or-
You would have lost
So you've lost
30.
34.
You lost 30 total,
34.
but you would have lost 30 because you would have had the temporary hit points. So 30 total.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
make 2 con saves.
Okay. Wow.
Okay,
Oh.
so the first one you actually keep up the spell, so that's why like it takes away your temporary hit points. You kind of get like hit. You're like, oh, I can power through it. The second one just kind of like pounds into your like the first one kind of hits you in the arm. The second one just pounds into your chest, probably where your heart would have been if you were alive. So it's like just sticking out of your chest, and you're like, I'm glad I don't have a heart. But it's just like, ah, God. So it's like sticking into your like your sternum. Like there's this huge like bone spike sticking into it.
But you would have lost the spell anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
You could cast haste again.
As you probably like stagger back a little bit, like, oh, holy fuck.
I cast haste.
Uh-huh.
Does she have an attack of opportunity?
She's like 40 feet above you.
No.
The answer's no.
What is the furthest distance I can get away into somewhere safe?
You could probably go run into somewhere in the hedge maze that would be away from her, out of her sight. You don't know if she'd
You
have
could
any other
probably
ways
run
to
into
come.
the witch's cottage.
You could also
Can I
towards it.
run toward the mansion more?
You'd have to get through the hedge maze, which would take a while.
And that would leave you open.
Well,
Unless you climb to the walls.
you would have some cover with the hedge maze just because they're tall and you're shorter than them.
I'm going to get right behind Kazran.
I'm
In the
60
sky
feet
on
in the air.
He's 60
Oh,
feet.
you're on the turret?
No.
No, I did a
he's in
rope
the-
trick.
So
There's a little pocket dimension that I'm in.
and he also pulled up the rope so no one can get up there. So he's just hiding in a pocket dimension.
Do you remember when we fought all those tigers and I made the fun diagram?
Uh-huh.
He did
I've
it
done
again.
that again. I've done the diagram again.
Right now, because you cast haste, you'd only be able to double move, though not triple move, unfortunately.
But with haste, he gets more movement, doesn't he?
And
It's doubled.
His speed is doubled, so he can move 60, and you could use your tumbling fool, I think, to dash. Can you? Or is it just
Should be able to.
disengage?
Bonus action.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't used his bonus action anyway. So.
Yeah, so he could bonus action tumbling fool.
I don't.
And do that.
Well, I was just checking to see if tumbling fool was. I think it is dash disengage. It's not high.
It's
No, but
dash or disengage. So you could move 120 away, which is a pretty
Jesus
good distance.
Christ.
Yes. It could mean you could get into the hedge maze and kind of out of Carrie's sight, theoretically. You'd maybe have to be stealthy in the hedge maze to avoid her, noticing you and trying to murder. She certainly seems hostile to you.
I think I'm gonna stand as close to my allies as possible.
Okay.
I feel it. I feel like that would be better, maybe.
I'd like to present the diagram again that I found.
What's preventing me from getting into your magic pocket dimension?
The rope's not there.
Yeah, he took
Rope's
up
not there.
Yes, he didn't want
gotta
rats to
drop the rope
climb up the rope into the hole with him.
Yeah, he pulled the rope up so the enemies couldn't try to climb to him.
I will drop the rope on my turn.
I'm gonna hide behind Claude on this turn.
Okay.
So I break line of sight with her.
You could use your bonus action dash to give the move, and then I guess just be out. You've got the cover of Claude. He's big. He's probably not going to 100% block any attacks against you, but he probably have some bonus to your AC. Kazrin, what do you want to do?
First, I drop the rope.
Okay.
I fucking love you.
It's easy. I just push it out the hole and it falls. Then I only have fire-based attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to firebolt the devil.
Okay. Firebolt the devil.
Eat fire, devil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't firebolt the devil.
You do not.
I flamethrower the devil.
Okay.
I don't think the flamethrower is going to kill it.
No, probably not. But it certainly does a little extra damage to it. The flamethrower has been chipping away at it, slowly but surely.
I'm gonna longsword the devil.
You're just gonna bring down the longsword. You're like, bitch.
For 28.
Okay. You smite it.
And how far up in the air is Carrie?
Like 40 feet up.
Oh wait. With how tall I am, that still works then.
Yeah.
So I will bolts from the grave Carrie.
Okay.
I highly doubt this is going to hit, but we'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, critical bolts from the grave.
Yeah. All right. Roll the damage.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
That's some good damage.
33 damage.
3 plus that would be... Okay. I need to check something. I'm gonna, on screen, just have this map disappear for a second while I look up something. Let me just do that. I want to get a...
While you're doing this, I'm going to explain my diagram. I am up here in the pocket dimension. You're all the way down in there at the bottom. You just need to grab the rope and climb the rope. Now, I know you're not good at gym class. You gotta climb the rope and get up to the pocket dimension. And inside the pocket dimension, Carrie can't see you.
Will...
And then you should be safe-ish.
I mean, the other thing I could try to do next turn would be I could use my helmet telepathy and try to see what the hell's going on in her head.
It might give you a migraine. But it's worth a shot.
Because in this form, I can do the same thing that Max normally can do. Which, God, the look of helmet telepathy looks so stupid. This is what a helmet telepathy looks
It's kind of stupid, man.
Yeah. I'm wearing a brain hat. A giant brain hat. But yeah, I can do that. Or I could just
Okay.
knock her out of the sky.
I'm gonna do that. As it looks like Wintress does something and tries to throw a hook up at Carrie. I think that would hit, we'll say, right now. So she'll do 7 damage to Carrie. And I'm going to roll this check here. Carrie, please roll me an athletics check. As now we're involved in
Do you
you.
have any more bonus than usual?
You perhaps do. Hey, so like, it doesn't do anything. I'll just say it for now. But she did something. Carrie.
Carrie.
I'm
strong.
gonna roll this d6. Okay. You'll see the spikes on her regrow. Let's see here. She's very unhappy with a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
But is she just gonna go for murder? She very well could. That's a standard. Let's see here. I think I will use... Sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Hey, what do you know? So, Maxwell, for once, you're not skewered.
We live in.
But Wintress and Claude, you will each take a skewer to you.
I'm going to use my unsettling visage and give her disadvantage on her attack roll. Me.
Okay, then I will roll a second time. Let's see if she rolls. She rolls better. The bad news is, it still uses the 12. It doesn't use the 19.
Yeah.
So Wintress will take 13. You will take 17, and that will be that.
Ow. I'm almost down.
So I should kind of screech and struggle a little bit too again, as you know, like it looks like you definitely see like the now that it's been like a few minutes, she's certainly calmed down a lot and seems much more attuned with her abilities. It's as if
That's
she's
not good.
as if she's like learning what to do, like over time. Like before, she was a raging beast and just like throwing out stuff willy-nilly. You've definitely noticed that, like, you're pretty sure all those turns you were fighting these things, that's probably what she's been doing. Learning to use a lot of her abilities. Anyway, Maxwell, what do you want to do? Carrie,
Maxwell,
I'm
get
getting
your
in the
ass in
bag.
Get in the hole. Get in the fucking
I'm
hole.
going in.
Hole.
I just like since my movement speed is so high, I like blink strike my way in there.
You're like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to this pocket dimension.
Do I still have the thing sticking out of my chest?
Yes, it's probably embedded in you.
Kaz, can you help with this, please? It's killing me.
You have no internal organs.
I still feel pain like any more normal man.
I know, but it's not killing you. It's just stuck in your ribs.
It still hurts.
I had my life force sucked out of me.
I can help with that. Just get.
I can fix it later.
Kaz, what do you want to do?
not
It's your
my
turn.
Okay. I'll wait till your turn.
Well, it is your
Just-
turn now. Unless
going to-
Okay,
unless you're
it's your
doing
turn.
anything else.
I'm going to give him a fucking greater healing potion.
Uh-huh.
Does this work on me?
I think we said healing potions work on you because of their nature.
Healing potion's the only way to heal you. I can't use cure wounds.
Yeah. Radiant can do it just because she's like a mixture of both positive and negative energy, so she can kind of heal undead with her abilities. That's what we said, just because of her weird nature.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that and healing potions, or just naturally resting.
You heal for 12.
Baby.
Like you
Okay,
you like throw some down his like gullet as you see like as like then also you pull out the spine as you see like the bone like heal up to like the whole heal up. You're like, yeah, ha ha ha. Oh, there's still like a crack around that spot, you know, where it kind of embedded, but it's not like as bad as it was.
Good as new. I lie down now.
Shouting at my friend, and Kaz just leans out of the hole and is like, Carrie, can you please? I don't know if you're in there. I don't know what's going on a lot of the time, because you assholes don't tell me things. But if there's like any part of you, I'd really appreciate it if you could calm down and we can like talk through this and help deal with it. My notebook got a little bit burnt, but I'm still, you know, documenting, and I still want to like talk and everything. If you're there.
Okay. Carrie, please roll me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Wisdom save with disadvantage?
Yes, with disadvantage.
How come that's the best I've rolled all night?
Claude.
I'm gonna try to knock her down again.
Okay.
So I guess rock.
Mm-hmm. Will not hit her.
Probably miss.
Nope.
And we'll try bolts.
Okay. I'll hit. 18. Okay. Wintress is now going to do bam, bam. That will not hit. That will hit. So we'll do a mighty whopping 8. Not a lot of damage. But I'm going to give her this Carrie. Once again, roll me an athletics check. Okay. Yet again, that fails. But it's having an effect. You just don't know what it is yet. Alright. I'm going to roll the d6 to see if murder. No extra murder. So got to plan something different. Out of that, use that. Have tempted that. Could do more of that. Probably has another one of those. Okay. Who do you hate more right now? Maxwell's out of the picture as well as Kaz. They're hiding in a bag. Probably.
I'm kind of out of the picture. I am leaning out.
Yeah, you're leaning out. Not Maxwell's all the way in the hole. I mean, in the rope trick. I'm
yeah,
sure.
Max is fully out of the picture. I'm only slightly out of the picture.
All right.
And I've been chucking crap at you.
You please make me a wisdom save then, Claude.
Unfortunately, there's no attack, so I can't use my uncanny dodge.
Unfortunately, no. Good
but
check,
I roll
though.
well.
Yeah, you manage to, like, you know, you see this kind of, like black energy kind of begin to emanate around you as, like, Carrie kind of holds a hand out towards you. You manage to resist being horribly cursed, just like Kaz did. Maybe just throwing out a few curses here and there. Just a few. Kaz.
If you didn't feel anymore, I would appreciate it.
Okay, I can't do much because I'm saving higher level magic in case you fucking die. I'm guessing you're good with me doing that.
That's fine.
Okay, then I'm only able to do a second level cure wounds.
Considering I'm at 12, whatever helps.
9.
I'm at 21. You reversed what I had.
Carrie, look, shit, this isn't working, is it? Talking to Carrion?
I don't think so.
You might be getting through to her. Although I could help if you give me permission.
I'm not. What do you want to do?
Well, I have several powers. How serious do you think this is? Because I think this is a 10 on the serious scale.
This is pretty serious, but what do you want to do?
Well, let me lay it out for you. I can make a suggestion to her. I could try to command her. I could try to inflict the fear of something. I can compulse her to do something. Or I could do the thing I was reprimanded for the other day, which
You're
might
not
just
doing
save
that
our ass.
No, you're not doing that one.
The polymorph is not. I think he's thinking the polymorph, not the modify memory.
Oh, I meant
I know.
modify memory.
I don't know if that would have an
Probably not,
effect.
Yeah, I don't know what that would do.
She doesn't seem to be quite in the right of mind to, like, modify a memory of. Gotta be honest on that one.
What if it could make her more calm?
Would changing her mind about the last 10 minutes
Wait,
calm a horrible monster that, like, is feral and angry?
Wait, do you have calm emotions?
That's a spell?
It is indeed a spell.
I don't think I've ever had the chance to get that.
Might be a wizard spell.
Hmm.
I don't like removing her mental autonomy. On the other, well, all she wants us to just knock her out. That's what she wants us to do. If you can do anything to help with that, go ahead.
I've been trying this entire time. It's not working.
I don't know, fucking try harder. I don't want to shoot my friend, but I'm gonna try. And I'm going to use a firebolt on Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nope.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. You, like, fired out, not feeling like... Not feeling it. You're just not feeling it. It's second level.
Yeah, it's second level. You should
What?
totally get calm emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with how much we piss people off.
I think the website I was... Hold on, let me look at this.
It might not be here on this one. We like...
Oh, it wasn't on 5thsrd.org. No wonder I didn't know about this.
Oh, yeah, it's not an SRD spell.
I think I have a PDF of the player's handbook I can send you.
Okay.
Oh, I got
I
so
would have
many
totally gotten that. There's so many spells I just didn't know about them.
That you can look
Please-
for more spells.
They remind me to send you like some shit for non-SRD spells.
And we'll look through your spells and make sure they're good. We'll have to check
Yeah.
over your spells because I think there's some things about your spells that we have to work through. Yeah, so we'll work
If
on
we've
it.
been
Okay,
operating
cool.
only on SRD, then we're missing a lot.
Yeah. So Claude, what do
Okay,
you want
cool.
to do? Carrie is
I
incredibly
could, yeah,
aggressive.
I mean, I could also try casting command.
We're just trying to get her to sleep.
And I don't have anything to make her sleep, so I could just continue attacking her.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see some rocks throw.
Okay. Okay. Smacks into her. Okay. Boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop. She seems very upset. Very upset.
I'm bolted.
Uh-huh. That'll hit. Great.
Ugh, for really crap damage.
Okay. Boop-a-da.
Yeah,
Boop-a-da.
5d6, and I got...
I'll just take the first one because she wouldn't have had advantage on that one. So the first one will hit, dealing whopping 9. All right. Carrie, athletics check. Let's see what you roll.
God,
Oh,
Wait,
that's
oh my
bad
God.
for us.
Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, finally, because she keeps... She's basically been, like, seeming like you haven't noticed, but she's been creating these extra hooks and throwing them, and they've been bedding into Carrie. And now you see the last one she kind of, like, shakes them off. You see the last one hit into them, and all of them drive their, like, ropes chained down into the ground and kind of spin around Carrie, restraining her.
Hot.
Yeah. You're grappled now. That's good. Please roll me an athletics with disadvantage.
Athletics with disadvantage.
Yes.
because of me.
Uh-huh. So it keeps a hold of you for now.
Woo!
This takes a long setup, but it's really great at restraining someone and making them the grappled condition. She's floating because of levitation. lightning. Because
Yeah.
that's why she hasn't been able to fly around and or murder people with melee.
Yeah. That's me. I've done that.
She learned that she had ranged attacks at some point in time. She's like, oh, I can fire these out. Or like, I have these special abilities that I have a huge list of that are really awful that I will use on you as a greater demon. Anyway, Maxwell, what do you want to do? Oh, yeah, Carrie probably will struggle at this point in time. Be unable to get out of the bindings and be stuck.
Catherine, what's going on out there?
She's tied up and stuck, so I think we're okay for now. I need
Is she
to
still
make
mad?
Yeah, I need to make sure that we're, secure enough until Radiant gets back.
Winchers will be like, I can put more on her.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to keep hitting?
I hate hurting her, but it's probably the safest and best.
You're doing
option.
actual damage to her, not knocking her out, I'm gonna know. None of Claude's attacks can actually, like, knock her out, pretty much.
Catherine, can we talk about her
can
ethics for a
always
second? I want to
heal
talk about her
her.
ethics for a second.
Yeah,
really
let's...
think-
Let's
really
you
think
and
killing her-
I have an ethical discussion here.
Thing is, if she goes to the point where she's dying, I can spare the dying and keep her from dying.
Even if she dies, I could bring her back.
She's full demon now. You're not sure how your resurrection abilities work with her, if they do
Okay.
at all. I will tell you that. This
Can we
is
not
like,
kill her friend? I really don't want to hurt her anymore.
I don't.
This
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
feel
okay.
right.
Oh, thank God, that's where you were going. Okay, look, we just need to keep her secure and unable to hurt us until Radiant gets back here.
I'm going to say now, why don't we get out of combat, because she is bound and restrained, and it makes it impossible for her to use any of her various magical abilities.
I can keep a hold. I can help keep a hold of the ropes.
Yeah.
too.
You can help bind her at this point in time. So, like, Wintress will keep throwing ropes into her, which will do some damage, but Carrie is being pittance away by that. As Wintress is just going to spend spine, like, trying to bind her in place,
In that case, too, I'm gonna helmet telepathy and try to at least see her surface stuff.
Okay. Please give me a, wisdom save first. Just give me a wisdom save first.
See how bad this one will be. Oh, I actually roll
Okay.
well.
Then I need you to roll me a charisma check, and Carrie, you to roll a charisma check.
Luckily, my charisma doesn't change. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I roll a really crappy roll then.
Okay. I'm gonna say there's something that's going to happen, but I'm gonna pause for now. Because I know what's kind of going on with Claude's things. Claude is managing to somehow break into there, but it's probably not the same way he wants to. So he's getting into Carrie's mind as we're binding her, waiting for Radiant. And we're going to pause here because we have gone later than we normally would want to. We missed a second break because this was very action-packed.
I want closure.
Too bad. Because we're going to be switching back at the beginning of next episode to Carrie going in with her mom. Because
Oh my God.
her grandfather wanted her to stay in there because he could realize she's been trying to murder the crap out of you people in the real world, and he likes that.
Yeah.
That's why I rolled the wisdom to see if Carrie would realize and know.
Nope.
Maxwell, stay in the hole.
I mean,
Nobody
she
puts Maxwell
does
in a hole.
really want to
I
murder
put Maxwell in a hole.
Myself in a magic bag.
It's not a bag. You're in a hole.
Sure.
This is an extra dimensional space.
Mm-mm.
Freaking rope trick.
Yeah, rope trick is. I'll ping it again so y'all can see this fucking incredible spell.
Mm-hmm.
It can
Good
hold
spell.
8 medium or smaller creatures
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
For an hour.
for an hour, and it's not concentration.
That's like top tier.
So far, the abilities that Carrie has learned she's unlocked as a Greater Devil is Necrotic Fireball, 3 times a day. Spikes, a rechargeable ability that's a ranged attack. A fear scream, similar to a dragon's fear effect. Once you save against it, you don't get affected by it, so it's like, you know, just something you can do. A bestow curse 3 times a day. A wave of exhaustion ability, similar to the older spells that can create an exhaustion, once per long rest. Using your black mana, you can attempt the summoning, which summons undead and maybe possibly a couple of devils.
All in the notes.
Uh-huh. These awful things are what you can do, because you're effectively a much higher CR when you're a greater devil, but you're also harder for you to control the murderous, horrible death impulses of destroying everything and becoming an overlord over all of them.
Yeah.
So you just got Devil Trigger.
It's sort of like, also, you probably would disregard your friends as friends when you're in this form. It's probably not good to take in combat, because, you know, your friends would be your own collateral damage and you wouldn't care.
Yeah. Like we said on the break, this is probably not going to be very fun for Carrie, because she hurt Kaz.
She hurt all of them.
She hurt all of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, she's most upset about Kaz.
Mm-hmm. Probably about
Gotta
Wintress,
love
too.
me.
She impaled Wintress with a spike.
Yes, she'll also be very upset about Wintress.
What
Maxwell,
about me?
maybe a little bit upset. Claude, okay, listen, if it has to be on a list, then, you know, Kaz and Wintress are, like, at the top, like, next to each other. And then Claude, and then, like, a step down, and then Maxwell.
I'm like F tier.
You really kind of are F tier, unfortunately. I mean, maybe you can earn yourself back up to D tier. I think
Look
you
at
were.
all the times I healed her. Like, come on.
I think you were at D tier for a while. You know.
Yeah, you were, well, no, you were probably more at, like,
We'll drop
Average.
the map for now.
You were average. And
I
then...
have done like a lot of like helpful things in combat for
Look,
her in terms
I
of like
felt
keeping
it
her
was
alive
only
and buffs.
appropriate to bring in a Wintress because, you know, that would be a good... She would probably be attracted to that, and, you know... Radiant was off doing Radiant things and getting a giant Kraken, which might be able to psychically help at this point in time. Claude's attempting it with his Helm of Telepathy, which is both good and bad, because Claude has no psychic training, hence the checks that he made. But also, you know, you did technically make the save to enter into her mind. It's just, I'm going to say what's going to happen is you're overwhelmed by the power of her mind. So you don't know what that does to you.
My
You'll have to
God,
find
clean
out.
your mind.
There's no Ultra Crab Lightning. Anyway, why don't we give outros and stuff after that very action-packed adventure. It was a hell of a session. Let's do our normal thing of going reverse magic colors, so we'll start with Mads.
Hi, despite the blackness and the pretty much complete silence for the past, I don't know, hour and a half, I am here. I was just being controlled by the DM.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed using Murder Carrie, though she'll eventually be able to do stuff with that.
Eventually. But here's the thing that you all should know, is that Tantus and Joe and I are all on Funny One's channel. What day is that? Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
8:30ish.
Thank you, because I never remember the time. I'm always down and ready for Star Trek. I just got poisoned by a dead Ferengi.
Yeah.
And we found out that a poor little ensign did not die, which was shocking to me. But there's probably a changeling on board.
Mm-hmm. Killing someone and hiding the body is a lot easier just knocking someone out and hiding the body, especially if you're not going to be there very long. Killing someone requires a lot more time cleaning up. Usually.
It just would have made more sense to kill him, but that's my D&D brain.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the ensign isn't dead, because that would have made me sad.
Changelings don't like to kill unless they need to.
True.
No.
Good to know. If we ever meet a changeling.
Because the thing is, they think themselves above solids. So,
Yeah.
you know, why would you dirty your hands on that unless you really need to? That's why you order another solid that's under your control to do it for you.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I'll live with it.
Fish.
Hi, everybody. I'm Fish Harlan. I've been around, you know. This week you can find me investigating haunted shipwrecks. I don't have a talking dog or a cool van, but I'm hoping for cool results anyway.
Of course, we got Lee.
Hey guys, I'm Just Lee Belmont, your noble vampire hunter. I'm a speedrunner mainly, currently trying to get good at Paper Mario. So yeah, I stream tomorrow like 2 o'clock PMEST.
Yeah.
That's Friday.
God, Paper Mario is such a good game.
I stopped
it
by
is.
for a brief and just lurked for a little while when you were doing it, and that's crazy. Crazy. There's you, and I was watching a little bit of someone else doing Resident Evil 2 speedruns, and I'm like, both of you are like crazy people. I'm like, I could not do this. I could not memorize enough. Like, the Resident Evil 2 seems bad enough, because that's a long game. The Paper Mario, you're like 3 hours in, and I'm like, wow, that's a long game you have to like learn this stuff for.
I'm very flattered, thank you.
And then finally we do have Joe.
Hey, I'm Joe. You'll find me here on channel and over on channel on Tuesdays for Star Trek, as Mads was saying, and Thursdays here for Children of Rath.
Mhm.
Eventually be back on Saturdays at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Once I'm done with family stuff.
Hey, you know, it'd be great to join again. We've got this kind of quorum we've been doing a little bit lately. You know, it's been really fun. We've changed things a little bit. That we got like the news section, and then we got like we choose a topic and talk about it, and that's been a lot of fun, like a tabletop topic. And when you get back, it'll be really fun and really great. And we'll have like that quorum back, and we'll be, the more people, the merrier. You know, we're waiting for you.
Yep.
Anyway, myself, Dracovin, you can find me here most days. If you're looking for D&D or other role-playing games, Joe mentioned discussing tabletop. That's where we talk about role-playing stuff, Saturdays at 2 p.m. EST. On Mondays and Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on both of those days, I've got game. Mondays is Records of Evil, Lawful Evil D&D game, 5e, set in a modern-day version of Faerun. That's a really fun one. Been crazy on the back end of it. Also on the back end is Legacies of Kain on Tuesdays, as I said, at 2, a Vampire the Masquerade game. So if you've ever been know about Vampire the Masquerade in the World of Darkness, that's one there. A lot of fun in that one. Of course, this game, every Thursday, come and join us. We start at 8:30. That's our kind of current schedule, EST. We go to about 11:30-ish. This is a little late here, almost to midnight, actually, just because we got into a lot of crazy stuff. We go over when we go into crazy stuff. That's really fun. But yeah, as I'll probably stream some other video games. I've been doing like a couch hangout, doing some Stardew as I try to reach the end of perfection. I'll probably do some more couch hangout stuffs and some like individual stuff, some group just gaming streams if you want to check those out at some points in time. Expect them in the future, and expecting some more role-playing games. So if you like all that stuff, and remember to check out my YouTube side for all the VODs of these shows. I'm a little behind there, but I've been catching up. Expect for this one will probably come up in a couple of weeks. It'll probably be up. That's how far behind I am, honestly. And I've been trying to space them out, that's why. All the shows. So, but expect it to come up. Enjoy it. Have fun. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your week if you can't join us for anything else. And check out all these people when you make a chance. So, but until later, farewell, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen.
More.